San Francisco.
Is that how that song goes?
Yeah.
The one where the guy dances Six Flags? Sing it again?
The Venga bus is coming. The party line is jumping. New York to San Francisco. I don't know the rest.
I wonder how old that guy is.
He was a young guy in an old man costume.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You're lying.
I'm not.
How do you know that?
Someone told me. And you can kind of see. He has like a bald cap on and shit.
I wonder how old he is now. I wonder if he
looks
gets
the
old,
same?
he looks like him. Yeah. Like he grows into the suit.
Like Sidious?
Oh.
Ian
I
McKellen?
have been... What was it? Disfigured.
The attempt on my life has left me
Is
disfigured.
that scarred?
And scarred.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was scarred and disfigured.
Disfigured and scarred.
Welcome.
Good morning.
Oh, wow.
Good evening.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to the Fools Podcast, episode 16. We had a bonus episode last week.
Well, hello there.
Yeah. General Kenobi, you are a bold one.
Well, hello there.
General Kenobi.
General Kenobi. Pass me my inhaler.
Here you go, buddy.
Here we are, episode 16 of the Fools Podcast.
Last week we had a bonus episode, Self-Full Tower. You guys can catch that if you want. But there was a lot of technical difficulties that we didn't realize as we were recording, so I'll just apologize those here and now.
Yeah?
Yes, a lot of things that I said were just cut out. Like it literally just cut
I
out.
remember the time of us calling and stuff. I was like, Gallo, you're cutting out. And he's like, oh, bet. I think he got it though. I was like, I bet. But I don't think he got it.
And we didn't get it, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a few scenes like that. There's a lot that Angel said that was cut out, and there's a lot that Ivan said that was actually pretty good. Ivan's end was kind of the only one that was good.
Tight.
Except for when he consciously got out of the app.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, I guess you're fine. But that's all fine and dandy. I used a different song in there. Tell me if you guys like that one. It was just kind of like a simple beat in the background, so I felt like it wasn't distracting. Because I mentioned in the last one, right, that I felt like I didn't like it, but then I liked it, the background
Yeah, you
music.
did.
Yeah.
So how you guys feeling today? What's on your minds? What's
Are you talking to the audience or us?
to you?
I really wish we could just talk to the audience like that. Maybe we could do some
Everyone
live streams or
live.
something, yeah.
Yeah, but
I hope you guys
we'll
are doing
have
fine.
have an audience.
If you're not doing fine, it will be fine
Someday.
soon. Yeah, well, not someday. Hopefully later on in this time of listening to this podcast, I hope it'll be fine in the coming hour or so. Or if we help you become fine. We're recording at another park today.
Hernandez.
Yeah, we're recording at the Hernandez Park. It's not really called the Hernandez Park. This is the park that Hernandez hangs out at.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, this is Benjamin Park.
Yeah, it's Benjamin. What do you mean? I thought you were calling it because it was Chris Hernandez.
Oh, yeah, Hernandez told a story about this park.
Yeah.
You know,
I thought that's why you were saying it.
Nah.
Oh, my God.
I got the names mixed up. Also, another thing because I had a story involved Enrique. And I remembered Enrique's nickname for me. He used to call me the Devil's Curly Hair.
Devil's curly hair?
Yeah, he would see me. He goes, the Devil's Curly Hair. And I'd be like, whoa, what's up? Why do you call me that? Because your hair's curly, like the devil. And I was like, all right.
How does he know the devil had curly hair?
She.
Devil Pikes, you know.
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about today? You guys didn't even let me know beforehand.
I don't even know, man.
You don't even know?
No,
I don't
I'm just
even
kidding.
know.
We were talking about Terminator 2 earlier. That shit was tight.
Yeah, we watched Terminator 2. It is tight. That shit's hardcore.
You guys rewatched it, right?
It's so good.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Wait, what? You didn't see it before?
No, I've seen it, but I haven't rewatched it in a
I
while.
just rewatched it last night.
I've seen
That shit hits, bro.
number 1 is really
It's really
slow.
good.
It's good. It's just the pacing is really slow. It takes place in the early 80s, but
You can kind of see how, just like with Rush Hour that you said before, you can really see why people like Terminator 2 over 1.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't diminish the one effect. Number 1 is good.
which is, what's crazy is that people think that Arnold Schwarzenegger has the line, "Come with me if you want to live," because usually his character says it in the later movies, but the first character to say that shit is Kyle Reese.
John Connor's dad.
Yeah.
Boy.
And then
He's jumping facts right now.
Well, it's
yeah.
because most of the sayings are from 2.
Yeah.
When he says it in 2.
Yeah. They always people always use, which people complain about them recycling phrases from 1 and 2, but that's what 2 did. 2 recycled phrases from 1. Yeah.
You know why? Because they're machines, and they're meant to be recycled.
But also, Terminator 2 is just one of the best movies ever made, man. Like, that shit's so good. It takes place, like, in 1995 or something.
It's so scary, bro.
It's scary, yeah.
Like, when John Connor's on the bike and the, what was it, like, the parking garage, and he's just trying to get away from the cop, and that fool just running top speed. It's like, you can't even get away from him.
Yeah.
It's like, that's scary, bro. Like,
no, yeah, when they're escaping that
like,
facility, and they're at nighttime, he's running after them.
Yeah.
Woo, I love that scene.
There's him...
I think
his face is running.
I might be wrong, but I think the actor's name is Robert Patrick.
Uh-huh.
Man, he'd make
really
the perfect
good.
Wesker.
He's really good.
You should see Bad Boys for Life at the end. There's some Wesker shit that goes on.
Wesker shit?
Yeah.
I like Wesker shit.
That's just
for those
fire.
of you who
Bro,
don't.
nobody wants to watch Bad Boys for Life.
No, bro. Don't ever tell me it's
No, I want to watch it.
Nah,
I want to watch all 3.
Don't ever tell me shit like that. Bad
Nah, a
Boys.
single person on the face of this earth wants to watch Bad Boys for Life.
I do.
We ride together, we die together. Bad Boys for Life.
Bro, it's all about family.
Oh, man.
It's all about family.
People forgot about family until Fast 9 came out.
Yeah. you know when they remembered? When Fast 8 came out.
Oh, yeah.
Then it took so long for the 9 that came out, they forgot.
Yeah.
Now they remember.
About
You guys were talking about how, like, in the arcade scene of T2,
oh, yeah.
where the friend is, like, super homie status.
He's like a real homie, bro. So throughout the whole time that they're introducing John Connor and his friend, like, they were legit, like, just friends. They fucking robbed the fucking ATM.
Yeah,
they were like, let's go fucking play it in an arcade.
Yeah.
They played it in
He
an
had
arcade.
a mullet. He was a ginger mullet kid.
Yeah.
So, you know, some kid shit, you know?
Yeah, and then they went to go fucking play it in an arcade, and then he saw a fucking cop was going after his friend, and he defended his friend.
He said, I don't know who that kid is. I've never seen him
fuck is
before. When to John Connor was like, hey, bro, cops are looking for you. You need to dip out. And then
Hit him too?
this other kid was like, nah, that fool right over there, and points at him. I'm like, oh.
When they're in
That's
the
how it is.
they're in the hallway
That's how it is,
and
man.
and the T800 comes out with the fucking roses,
The roses, bro.
and it takes out the
That's
shotgun.
lit.
Oh, yeah. I was like, bro, that's fucking hard.
That's so lit, right?
Get down. That's just hard.
Dude, and then when they do the jump with the motorcycle in the fucking
John Connor was like, damn, I'm fucked. There's 2 of them.
John Connor and his mom
As soon as he says get down, he's like, oh, bet this one's cool.
John Connor and his mom both did the same thing when they met the T800.
What was that?
They both they're running away from from some threat, and then the T800 comes over, and they both go, and they fucking do like a stop and like try to run the other way, and he's like, get down.
I love Linda Hamilton, bro.
She's
Like,
hardcore.
She's fucking awesome. That's how you like.
That's how female characters should be.
Yeah.
So
She was
strong,
trying
but
to, like-
because like she trained for that, not because she just.
She's so badass, bro.
Yeah.
Ever since I was a little kid, I always saw her as a fucking badass dog.
You know she's a badass as soon as she escapes. You know.
Yeah, I hate that fool Douglas, her fucking
Yeah,
guard
you
guy.
were telling me, yeah.
Yeah,
The guard guy?
because she's like fucking strapped down to the thing because it's a psychiatric ward and shit. And this Douglas motherfucker's name, his character's name is Douglas. This fool licks her fucking face.
Doesn't that fool get got
Yeah.
though?
Yeah, she beats the shit out of him. I was so happy.
He gets got, but also like, I feel like during that scene, it was to like goad her into like doing something. Like he was like, oh, she probably like has something. I'm gonna do this.
She's strapped down
Because
to a bed.
Yeah, but after he does it, he goes, like he does he like shrugs it off. Like he waits for something to happen, and he's like, all right. Like he wanted her to say something, you know.
I also think that fool was just on some freaky shit and wanted to lick
Yeah,
her face.
I mean, I feel like a lot of those fucking people that are in psychiatric wards are like that.
Oh, the workers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like in Halloween, the first Rob Zombie Halloween, the director's cut actually, because apparently that wasn't in the theatrical version. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, 2 of the guards go in and fuck one of those.
Oh, you know
people.
what? I think I did see that shit.
Yeah.
I have a vague memory, fool.
Yeah. I like the
butt
Rob.
cheeks.
That's fucked.
Yeah, they show her butt cheeks being clapped.
Oh.
I-
why do I remember that scene only though?
Yeah. Why do I only remember cheeks getting clapped in Halloween too?
I remember the butt cheeks and that's it.
I actually really like Rob
Maybe
Zombie.
because that movie was ass.
Nah, I really like that Halloween Rob Zombie movie.
I
Like,
think Samson used to watch that shit a lot.
yeah, I used to watch it a lot. Like, damn, people.
I used to be stuck on Freddy vs. Jason. That's a whole nother
Yeah.
thing.
That's funny though. That's
People,
comedy.
people complain about how, because I thought as I was growing up, I thought people liked that movie, but it
Freddy
turns out
vs. Jason?
no, Halloween Rob Zombie.
Oh, H2O.
No,
I'm just kidding. Yeah.
But now that I found out that people just love the original and they love it because to them they think it's scarier that a normal kid could just snap and be a murderous monster.
Oh, yeah, I was like off the bat.
Like different mentality.
But like that was the OG.
But you know
what was the difference between the Halloween one? I don't know.
Oh, he's just like it's just like the typical. I have a shitty childhood, so I'm gonna kill people, and that's why people don't like it because that's what they turned it into. But man, I related to that version way fucking more. So I feel like the first one.
It's the worst part.
Yo, when that kid fucking killed those parents,
yeah.
I felt that.
Yeah, he has a fucking stepdad that fucking talks shit to him. You know, I'm my mom's boyfriend. I beat his ass later on when I got older, but
I don't think that you would like kill him.
I wouldn't kill him, but I mean, it's like a.
I'll make him think that I would kill him.
Oh yeah.
The movie's like an escape though. Like, damn, he's going through it, and he's about to.
That's your outlet. Like,
yeah, because even like when he kills the bullies in the when he kills the bullies in the forest, damn. I mean, that's how I see it. I'm just like, damn, yeah, get your revenge, dog.
That's how I felt about Joker when he shoots those prep kids in the subway.
Yeah.
And while he's jumping him, it's like, oh, now you want to get scared? You jumping him? Now he pulls a gun out. Now you scared?
Yeah, because you see Michael get shit on throughout the whole opening of the movie, so of course you're gonna feel bad for him.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I remember I told you before we started.
It's because Danny Trejo's in the movie, and of course he dies. Yeah, and it's really sad too, because he was nice to him. And
Tortuga.
And then when Michael's killing him, he was like,
never dies.
when Michael's killing him, he was like, I was nice to you, Mikey. I was good to you, and he still drowns him and throws the TV on him. I was like, no, but he looks so badass too with this orange mask and his long hair, and then when he gets his suit, gets it from Joe Grizzly. This guy's just chilling in the stall taking a shit, and he kills him and takes his jumpsuit.
What's if Michael Myers trying to kill people on the shitter, bro?
I don't know.
he's always going to the bathroom.
You know,
that's how you get it.
Oh, but also when I was during this time where I was heavily watching that movie, your dad and a lot of other people said I was gonna grow up to be a serial killer.
Yeah, he laughs about that shit.
Yeah.
The other day he was laughing about what's the worst way to die, burning to death or drowning to death. He's like, burning to death, you're feeling yourself burn, just dying. You're feeling yourself dying, but drowning is like you just can't breathe.
No, yeah, but you feel like the breath getting taken out of you because you're like.
And he starts laughing. He's like, both are fucked up. And he just starts laughing hysterically. And then he starts thinking about getting burned alive again, and then he starts laughing even more.
I feel like
because when you burn alive, you're not actually like dead. You like kind of like pass out from the pain.
Yeah, that's what he was. That's what he was thinking about.
I feel like
just screaming.
I feel like getting burned alive would definitely hurt more, but drowning would be scarier.
Yeah, it's
because you have no way out. Pretty much, like your lungs are gonna get filled up with water, and you're gonna die.
Yeah, I get you. I feel like
it's like a slow death.
It's slow because you're like.
I'd rather get drowned than burn alive, because then at least drowning I can make peace. But burning alive is like you can't make peace. You just.
I don't think you have that type of time.
And then when they uncover your body's gonna be huge.
Yeah, I can't go.
Yeah.
Damn, like the new
I don't think
movie?
you're gonna fall like spoilers. I don't think you're gonna fall like Jiraiya, bro. Where you're like.
Well, that's if you let go, dog. You just gotta let go. Fuck it. I'm already drowning.
Bro, that Jiraiya death though, like that really hit.
Yeah,
that still hits.
They overkilled him. Yeah, that shit was sad.
Because they had to. You know, they had to.
Yeah. Oh, here's a complaint that someone said about Naruto was that I stopped watching after a while because it kind of pissed me off. Because he was just saying how like the power creep was too big.
Fast? Yeah, and Kishimoto says it was as well.
Yeah, but he was explaining how like when Kakashi copies the water dragon jutsu, how they're like, sorry, Totsugaru, blah 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 blah. They're doing that shit for a long ass time just to get the water dragon jutsu out, right? And then he's like,
this is always brought up.
Yeah, and then he's like, and he starts like fast cutting to like he explains more of the jutsus later on, like throughout Naruto, but then he's like, Shippuden is just the worst. And he's like, here's a supercut, and he shows a supercut of all the jutsus being used in Shippuden, and it with like that music in the background, like doo 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 doo, like the opera music.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm done, bro. Like, no fucking shit. It's gonna be fucking
like you're not gonna spend an hour fucking doing each jutsu.
Yeah, he almost did, and I was just like,
because I feel like that can just be chopped up to like explaining what jutsus are and stuff.
Yeah.
It's also the fact.
Memory.
It's also the fact of
so after people remember it, you can just do it freely.
Yeah.
It's a Dragon Ball Z thing.
Yeah.
Gohan, you just have to focus, and then like if you focused in on it, you would see them doing the jutsus. Essentially, is what it is.
Oh yeah.
But they don't have the time to do that, you know. So like, let's say you have the Sharingan and you're watching fucking Kakashi fight some rando. You're not gonna see him with your normal ass eyes doing all these fucking jutsus and like all the hand signs and shit. But if you had the Sharingan, you look at it, you would notice that they're doing the hand signs and shit.
Like,
they're fast.
I don't
That's
know.
all it is. It's just they're fast.
It doesn't bother me. Like when Jiraiya tells Naruto, he's like, the best thing about this jutsu is it doesn't use hand signs. I'm like, yeah.
You know what's also about it? It's like Demon Slayer. All the moves that they do, they don't actually use those elements. The water style, like all the.
What's Demon Slayer?
There's that new one. Oh,
it's that new one with the fucking demon.
It's on Netflix.
Demon sister, and then he Tanjiro. He like wears like the green
pig mask
kimono
guy?
and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, pig mask guy. Yeah.
The little girl with the thing in her mouth.
Oh
yeah. So he does these moves, right? And it's breathing. So it's like Hamon basically. But
Hamon?
Yeah, but with like katanas and styles. So he's like
It's like
what was
Samurai
it?
Showdown.
Water breathing, third fucking move, water basin, and it like he does like a slash and he like goes straight down with a bunch of water. But that's just like the artist's interpretation of what's happening. What's really happening is he just did this with the sword. So, or he just went up and down with the sword.
He just slashed.
He just slashed, yeah. But you know, it looks fucking beautiful because you're watching it, an artist's interpretation of what's happening. So that's kind of the same thing with Naruto. They do the hand signs, but it'll be boring to show every single fucking hand sign, so they don't show it. They show the fucking jutsu that they do. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
Sometimes they do show the hand signs still, though.
Yeah, no, but that's like in like situations where you're like, oh, like that shit was tight.
Yeah.
Like they do it at the right times. But you don't want to see that all the fucking time.
This guy, I think it was the same person, or maybe it was in the comments, but someone said the reason why they don't like they stopped liking Naruto, the sole reason is because in the beginning it's established that when a ninja dies, that village goes through hoops and hurdles, hells and earth, right, to get that body and completely destroy the body. That way their ninja secrets aren't revealed to other villages, right? So he's saying that later on in Shippuden, when the war's happening, that all of a sudden Kabuto just has all these hacked boss ass ninjas like Hanzo and shit. He's like, you mean to tell me he actually has Hanzo's body? Like, how the fuck did the Rain Village not fucking destroy that body and Kabuto have the actual DNA to make it? And I'm like, he has a point there. Like, that kind of makes sense. But at the same time, cool.
it's the whole fucking Orochimaru. What's it called? Deus Ex Machina. The whole like, oh, he's really sneaky, so he snuck these shits. Like that's the whole kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this motherfucker had like 1,000 fucking hidden bases that no one knows about until they find him. Like,
He's like, oh, you got me.
He's like, I played Pokemon Emerald. I'm a master at this.
yeah, I have all the secret bases.
Oh yeah, we have a special guest today. His name is Hasbula.
Oh, bro. What's up, Hasbula? How you doing?
Hello, I'm Hasbula.
Hey, what do you think about all those memes about you?
They depict me very well. I'm going to smash anybody who comes with me.
If you were a Pokemon, how would you sound, Hasbula?
Hasbula.
Nice. Yeah. I just wanted to like say that you're really
Inspirational.
yeah, you're like an icon, you know?
Smash.
You got anything to say, Angel?
Assalamu alaikum.
You don't want to talk to fucking Hasbula?
You disrespecting Hasbula.
Don't fucking disrespect Hasbula in front of me, Angel.
Disrespect on husband.
This is number one
Disrespect on
bullshit.
your name.
Ivan, what do you say to this shit?
Hey man, that's not cool. Hasbula's the man.
Yeah, thank you. I'm Hasbula too.
So before I started this podcast, I was talking to Ivan earlier today, and I told him, "Hey, remind me that I was gonna say something funny on the podcast," and he forgot. And now I'm gonna say it. We're gonna get a little controversial on this episode. I just have something that I needed to get off my chest. It was just like talked about last week, and I just kind of wanted to. It doesn't matter what goes first, the fucking milk or the cereal. It does not fucking matter.
It does.
It does not fucking matter.
That's not even funny, Gallo.
It's just sad. It's just sad that you believe that.
It's just sad that I don't fucking like. The only reason you guys say that, like, this is the reason that every single person comes up with. What if you put too much fucking milk?
No,
that's
what
not
if,
even
what if there's
it.
too much
My view is
milk?
that you don't put enough cereal. That's my view.
No, how do you not know your fucking measurements at this point? Motherfucker, you're
we-
25.
We're talking about.
How do you not know how much
in,
cereal and how much milk you're putting in? Do you not
don't
just
know.
feel that?
You don't know.
I don't know. It's the same. It's the same way that you fucking make your dough and shit. You know what the fucking size is by the fucking holding in your hand and shit.
Nah,
it's the same fucking feeling of pouring in, fucking
It's
putting the
cereal
shit in.
first, milk second.
Yeah.
I'm saying it doesn't matter.
You get more cereal.
I could do it both
You're
ways.
saying it doesn't matter?
I could do it either way.
That's on you, bro.
Whatever I grab first.
You want to be weird?
You
Go
want
ahead,
to
be
bring it
weird.
up though. You see, that's the thing.
Yeah, no, I
can't-
brought it up
I
because
can't believe
they
you
talked
said
about
it.
it last week.
Huh? Who?
I think Daniel mentioned it, and then everyone said the cereal first, obviously,
Yeah,
and then I was
obviously.
like, it doesn't matter, and then they said some shit I don't remember,
Yeah, you would say
but
that.
they didn't talk back or anything because they already moved on to like why he said that,
Yeah, they felt
which
sorry
was for an
you.
entirely different reason than what it should have been. But whatever, I don't even care.
But it's like a thing that's been haunting you your whole life.
Not haunting me. What do you mean? No, I don't care what you guys think. I
The
know
haunting
my
of Galo
measurements.
Valdez.
I know my measurements, so that's why I'm so fucking confused at why people care. Like literally, I have like different bowls, and I know what bowls like go up to different sizes because I know what fucking measurements are. I'm like, I want this much, so I'm gonna put this much. And I haven't poured milk in.
It's just weird, dog.
I haven't
you
poured
pour your
milk
milk
first
in
for a
and you
long
pour
time.
you pour your cereal and then your milk goes everywhere. I remember when I was a little
What the
kid.
fuck? Wait, what do you mean?
I remember when I was a little kid.
How aggressive do you pour your milk?
How aggressive do you pour your cereal?
I remember when I was a little kid, right?
Yeah.
My sister did it. She put her milk first,
and then she just shit
she put her cereal, and then a lot of her milk spilled out. And I was like, "That's why you put the cereal first, Devon." And she was like, "Damn, you're right."
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And
No,
then
I don't-
I like changed her life
I
after that.
just prefer more cereal than milk.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I get you. All right, so if there's more cereal than milk, I understand. If that's how you guys prefer it.
Yeah.
But, which I kind of prefer it as well, but I don't prefer a lot anymore, and I don't have big bowls anymore. In fact, I do have these cereal bowls.
He's got big bowls and she's got big bowls, but I got the biggest bowls of them all.
Yeah, Hasbula has big balls too. Hasbula, you're not here
My
anymore.
problem with the milk first is that the mass of the bowl is the milk, and then the cereal just floats on top until like, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean?
If you
Uh,
put
'Cause
ice,
you could just put the fucking spoon and fucking do it.
if you
whatever.
put water into a cup,
It just
it
sounds like
becomes the
cereal
cup.
without your steps.
You put water into a pitcher, it becomes the pitcher.
I didn't know we had special guest fucking Bruce Lee.
Water can.
Every man's life. A man must suck two dicks. One to save it, one to better it.
I didn't know we had special guest Sus Lee.
Now water can crash or it can flow. Be water, my friends.
So another thing is, and people don't do this either. It's warm milk in cereal.
I've only
Warm
ever seen
milk
you and
is
your,
like
you and your
sleepy
mom
time.
do that.
Yeah,
Warm milk
it,
is like
it
sleepy
makes
time
it
milk.
super sleepy
Yeah.
because when you do it,
It's like
and you
sleepy
do
time
the
cereal.
no, but you can also do it with Cocoa Pebbles, like specifically a chocolate cereal. You
Also,
know?
it can melt it a bit.
Yeah, so it's basically hot chocolate,
Yeah.
but you gotta eat that fast, bro.
I remember
If you let that, it's already
It's gonna be-
fucking
it's
gonna be soggy
soggy,
like the
yeah.
second you do it. So
I remember I got like Cocoa Puffs or some shit. Yeah, I got Cocoa Puffs,
I
right?
probably won't the
Cocoa
milk
Puffs,
first.
Cocoa Puffs,
No, but
peanut butter
no.
chocolate flavor. No,
That's
that's
Reese's
different. That's
Puffs.
Reese's
That's why I
Puffs.
do it.
So I got Cocoa Puffs, right? And I put it into a bowl, and I guess
Cocoa Puffs.
I guess my family never like had Cocoa Puffs before. My little brother and sister. So when they saw me eat Cocoa Puffs, like, ew, why you
okay,
eating Cocoa Puffs?
I would understand Cocoa Puffs first to water. I mean to the milk. Is that what she did? Is that
I don't know.
Oh, you don't remember the cereal
Nah, I
that she
can't
did it
remember.
for?
But I do-
Because that one would definitely fucking like
It's just heavy?
yeah, because
that was
it's
my
heavier.
older sister, but my younger sister and my little brother, they saw me eat Cocoa Puffs one time. They're like, "Ew, why are you eating Cocoa Puffs?" I was like, "Look, it turns my milk into chocolate milk." And they're like, "Oh,
Like you were a commercial.
yeah." And then they were like, "Oh, we want some too." So then they got themselves bowls of Cocoa Puffs, and
And
they
no more?
no, yeah, because they made the bowl and they put the milk in, and then they didn't even eat the cereal. They just drank the milk from the bowl. And I was like, "You wasted the cereal."
You wasted the cereal.
Oh, they would always do crazy shit like that, man. Like weird heresy shit.
So fucking
The audacity.
yeah. So
The disrespect.
just to like
no respect, bro.
just to
No
clarify,
respect.
the only real cereal I ever eat is Cocoa Pebbles. So when I did it like on top or whatever, it obviously wouldn't do the splashing that you're saying, and also I would definitely leave enough room for Cocoa Pebbles to sit on top and like be nice and measured correctly. Is what I mean. But if you guys eat other cereals and you're like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Of course it'll splash or whatever. It's because we eat different cereals, guys. But I digress. I haven't eaten cereal with milk like that.
Good man.
In a long time.
Good man. Congratulations.
Specifically,
you've grown up. How old are you? 24?
that's not how. I'm 25.
You're 25?
But what do you mean I grew up?
You grew up.
Because I fucking don't want to measure shit.
No, this is.
You guys are making me forget a skill I had.
What skill did you have?
Able to fucking measure shit.
He said this is the way he wanted to start off the podcast.
Yeah.
Why did you even want to bring it up?
No, because I wanted to be the fucking wild card today. I was feeling kind of like.
Ooh.
That's your wild card, Gallo?
You're edgy?
Yeah, I wanted to. What do you mean that's a wild card? No fucking shit. It's a wild card. It's the fucking one that. Man, this guy's crazy. He pours his milk first.
I thought you said something about LGBTQ or like fucking kids in school.
No, that's funny. That's why I said like we could start off controversial, and then I say the milk. That's the joke, Angel. Fucking catch up.
I had a bowl
I'm
of nails for
mustard,
breakfast.
I stained.
Want to know how I got these scars?
I'm the Joker, baby.
I poured the milk first, and my dad fucking cut my mouth open.
I'm the Joker, baby. I never knew about that meme before. The play guy with the Joker costume. Yeah. I barely found out about it. That shit had me dying for the weeks.
Hasbula, can you do a Joker impression?
I'm the Joker, baby.
Wow. Hasbula. Go back to your corner, though.
Smash.
Okay. We should have recorded this in Hasbula's car, bro.
Damn. Yeah, he has a Mercedes.
He has any kind of car, bro. Name a car.
Dodge.
He has it.
Yo, check this out. So I watched Daredevil again, right? 2003 Daredevil. Ben Affleck. Yeah, boy. Let's go. Oh, my God. It was corny as fuck, but I love it.
Yeah, that's how.
Yeah, you like the corn?
Yeah, I love it.
You know why it's corny? Because it's shit. It's shit with corn in it.
No, it's so good. And there's actual really good moments in that shit. Like,
Bullseye.
I didn't know that.
I'm pointing at my forehead so you guys.
John Fairview, he plays Foggy Nelson.
John
Favreau. He plays Foggy Nelson, right? And I didn't know who Foggy Nelson was until I watched the Netflix show.
Yeah, Netflix show. Yeah.
Because then they actually like straight up call him Foggy Nelson. So then when I found out that John what? John Favreau's character was actually that character, I was like, oh, it all makes sense now.
John Favreau,
so
the savior. What did he do?
He directed Iron Man 1.
Yeah, he did Iron Man, but he also like did.
He's a security guard.
Yeah, he's happy.
He's a bodyguard, happy.
But he directed something else. He did Mandalorian.
Oh yeah, he did that too.
Yeah. So he's like a savior.
He's awesome. He's really funny too.
Him and Dan Filoni. Wait, what's his name? Filoni? Dave Filoni?
Yeah, Dave Filoni.
Dave Filoni. Him and Dave Filoni are single-handedly trying to save Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Dave Filoni's the man. I love that guy.
It's really nice.
But yeah, so yeah, he's in that movie and he's fucking funny, dog. Like him and Ben Affleck, they're really cool. And then I forget who plays Elektra.
I thought it was Carmen Electra for most of my life, but it's
and
fucking.
I thought it was Jennifer Gardner.
Yeah,
it's not. It's Angelina Jolie.
It is not Angelina Jolie.
No, it's not. It's Jennifer Gardner. Let me look this shit up real quick.
Yeah, what the hell?
I think it's
Jennifer Garner.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, it's Jennifer Garner.
Yeah.
Because isn't it the same chick from
Oh yeah, it is Jennifer Garner.
Yeah, that's the same chick from. Is she the 13 going on 30?
Yeah. So which reminds me, I saw another movie of her.
Yeah.
That I'll talk about after you talk about yours.
13 going on 30 is a trip. That's
a good movie.
It's a good movie.
It's
Yeah.
a whole ego death. It's crazy.
It's an ego death.
Yeah, you know what it is though? It's an ego death, but it's an ego death of a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
So I mean,
she's woken now.
13-year-olds always have ego deaths.
Yeah, that's true.
Do they?
They have constant ego deaths.
Yeah,
what are you
that's
talking
true
about?
too. That guy was right.
Yeah, I think I was 13 when my uncle died, and then my earphones always broke on me, and they weren't working one day, and I was just like, I wanted music to take away the sadness, and that shit was broken, and I had another earphone to use, but instead I just threw that shit in the trash, and I was like, nah, and I was alone with my thoughts for the rest of it.
I don't want to play with
you. I was having an ego death that day. Dude.
You're broken. I don't want to play with you anymore.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah,
when a girl's dildo runs out of battery, you're broken. I don't want to play with you anymore.
Yeah, Daredevil was fucking crazy, dog. It was a good movie. And then
technically it doesn't have to be just a girl's, but in this scenario it was. Go on.
Like, one of my favorite scenes is when he beats up this one dude that works for the Kingpin, and then he beats the shit out of him.
Kingpin was fucking dope in that movie.
Yeah, he's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Michael Clark Duncan. But yeah, so he beats the shit out of this guy, and then like when I rewatched it, I was like, damn, he beat the shit out of that fool. It was cool. And then he's all like, the little kid's cowering in the corner, and he's like, don't hurt me. And he's
he
like,
was cowering.
he was like, Daredevil goes, I'm not the bad guy, kid. I'm not the bad guy.
Was it really a girl next to him though, or was I just tripping?
It was an angel.
Oh, okay, bet.
Yeah.
Big
and,
bet.
And he's standing. Yeah. So right afterwards, he's standing on this rooftop, and he says it. He says it again. He's like, I'm not the bad guy. I'm not. And people, when I hear people talk about this movie and they trash on it, they say, why does he say it like so many times? Like, what the fuck? And I'm like, the first time he says it, he's saying it to the kid to reassure the kid that he's safe, right? And then when he's saying it on the rooftop, he's saying it to himself. Yeah, so he's reassuring himself. Cause
of the same moment that
he
he reassured the
repeats
kid
it
about.
like twice on the ledge, no, too? Like
he says, I'm not the bad guy, kid. No, he goes, I'm not the bad guy. I'm not. And then he says it again later on. Because as you see in the beginning of the movie, he kills people. Mm-hmm. And he pretty much almost, he attempted to kill Bullseye too. And then, but when he fights Kingpin, he even says it himself. Like, he's like, you took away the only two people I ever loved in this life. And then he's like, your dad was supposed to throw that fight, he didn't. And then your girl, she was in the wrong family at the wrong time. He's like, it's only business. It's always business. And then so when he has the moment to kill him, he doesn't kill him. And it pisses me off. I wish he would have killed him. But he goes, I'm not the bad guy. I'm not going to kill you. I'm like, oh, okay. So they bring it back. So he says it a third time right there. But, you know, he just kind of goes through like, I guess after attempting and thinking that he kills Bullseye on his way to go fight the Kingpin, and during that fight he has with the Kingpin, I guess he comes to some sort of realization that he's not going to kill people no more. I guess.
Revelations.
Yeah, but
313.
Man, ooh, that shit's so good. And Elektra's character is so sad, bro. Her mom dies when she was a kid. She sees her dad die, and then she dies. Like, what the fuck? And then
she sees Ben Affleck die.
I think well, I have to touch on Colin Farrell's Bullseye, because yeah, he's fucking corny as shit. But he's also kind of cool. Like, if you look at him, it's just like a really, which he is. He's a psychopath. He just goes around the whole movie just killing whatever he comes across. Like, literally. Even the old lady.
Bullseye.
Huh?
Yeah, you know what that movie needed? Dakin making out with Bullseye.
That's what the movie needed, Gala?
That's exactly what the movie needed.
Yeah, because then it would be able to... Then you wouldn't be able to talk shit about it. Because if you did, you'd be a homophobe.
Yeah, it'd be one of the very first comic book movies that also introduced a gay an LGBT character from the Marvel Comics.
Yeah, but...
And then he would have just been gone. Dakin would have just showed up, kissed Bullseye, and left. And it would be like...
Who was that guy? I don't know. I think he was Wolverine's son. Wolverine has a son?
He's this Canadian guy's son. What was his name? And then, like, Daredevil comes in, they can't finish the conversation that they're having. People are like, so obviously, it was fucking Wolverine's kid. They didn't say Wolverine's name because the rights isn't there yet.
He just goes down the contract?
Yeah, and they can't use Wolverine because of the contract, so they try to use Wolverine's son.
I always like the scene where
they didn't know about.
I always like the scene where Ben Affleck wakes up in the morning.
In the ice?
In the fucking coffin with the water.
Oh, that was a
he puts ice in it at the beginning of the night, I guess, or he puts some shit in there.
For his wounds.
Oh yeah,
it's his muscles.
So like when he gets out of the fucking thing though, and he stands up, you hear his knees crack.
Yeah.
Because all the jumping he does, but when you see the actual jumping he does, this motherfucker wouldn't just have bad knees. He would fucking die.
Yeah.
He's still a normal human.
Is it like Catwoman type shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, like man, before they kill the dad, when they're about to kill the dad, and they're at that party, and he leaves. All of a sudden, he's like in his costume and running on the rooftop and shit. I was like, I can't suspend my disbelief for that. Like, obviously this fool has to go all the way back to his apartment and put his suit on.
Yeah. What if he had the suit?
And all of a sudden, he's still like on par. Or where they at?
Maybe he's in his briefcase.
Yeah, maybe he just had it with him. Maybe he's Superman. Dude.
Kevin Smith plays a character in there named Jack Kirby.
Is he really?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I don't remember him.
Yeah, well, okay.
I haven't rewatched it
because I rewatched it.
I learned like who Kevin Smith even was.
So. I rewatched it back in like 2016, but so this is like my first time again in 5 years, and the first time I rewatched it, I was like, oh shit, it's Kevin Smith. But this time I was like, oh shit, his character's name is Jack Kirby. That's a reference to one of the first comic book creators of like Captain America and a bunch of comics.
Yeah, but it's also fucked up because of what they did to Jack Kirby.
Yeah, basically Stan Lee took all the credit.
Yeah, all of it.
Yeah.
Like literally, like it's pretty insane.
A lot of character designs are because of him.
Because of him.
And
like all Stan Lee really did for most of them was kind of like, all right, but they do this.
It's
like, okay.
Well, Stan Lee's like the writer. He's like the storyteller.
He's the writer,
Yeah.
So a lot of the designs came from Jack Kirby, but that's a whole conversation that I don't have enough info to keep going. So.
Yeah, but one thing I love about the movie is that it implements something that is fucking awesome. And I think a lot of characters with stories with characters that have powers should always implement.
What was that?
They use Daredevil's power in a romantic way to show you loss or sadness. So pretty much he has that hyper sonar shit, right?
Over the rain.
Yeah, so when he's with Elektra on the rooftop on like their first kind of date,
I like the way that they showed
his sonar.
Sonar.
It's cool as fuck.
That shit's so vibey and
so it's blue.
Yeah,
and the Netflix one is red.
I hate that.
Yeah, I don't like
it. What do you see? A world in flames, and then he literally only sees a world in flames. Like,
yeah, that's why he's always mad and shit.
Don't fucking lie to me. How do you like? Imagine like they had an extra season to explain
with the blue,
it.
there's like an equilibrium of him being in a fucked up world and then him being at peace. But now if you have to see red all the time, it makes you go crazy.
So imagine this. They gave a new season to Daredevil, and they explained that he sees that because of some like Mephisto shit or some bullshit, you know. And then you could go into fucking dark. What was it, Shadowland Daredevil? Either way,
you know what I like too is that I never noticed this, but Ben Affleck has like scars and shit from the accident. I was like, oh shit, I never noticed that.
Like you can kind of see it stem from the sunglasses too and shit.
Yeah, but so one of his first dates, she's about to leave. She's about to dip on him.
And she's like, nah.
And he's like, nah, stay. And then she stays, and he's like, it's about to rain. And she starts laughing. He's like, yeah, I can smell this and this and that. It's about to rain. And then it rains, and he's like, I can see you in the rain. And he's like, oh, you're beautiful. It's fucking sweet, right? So then later on, when her dad dies and they're at the funeral, and then she walks past him, and she tells him, oh, I'm going to kill Kingpin or whatever. And he's like, don't do it. Revenge is not going to take away the pain, right? And then she's getting mad at him. She's like, you don't understand. He's like, I do, blah, 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 blah. And then it starts raining, right? And then he could see her. And he's like happy because he could see her, right? Because of his sonar power. But then she puts her umbrella up and he can't see her anymore. I'm like, damn. Because like he's losing her right there.
Yeah.
But then he's also losing sight of her because he can't see her anymore because of the umbrella. Like, that shit's symbolic as fuck. Another time that I've seen them use that kind of like metaphor or whatever is in Naruto. But it was only for like the opening theme song, or like the ending theme song. I forget which one it was, but they show Obito.
The one I think it's Sasuke?
Nah, the one where they show Obito and like he loses Ren, and then it shows Ren running up to him to hug him, and he's about to hug her, but she phases through him because of his power, because he phases through shit. That's like it's fucking amazing as shit, dude. And I thought that scene where Jennifer Garner puts the umbrella up, I thought that shit was gonna make me cry, but it didn't.
Who's that one chick from X-Men?
But it's still really sad. Shadowcat?
Rogue.
Rogue, yeah.
She has the same kind of thing where she can't touch.
Yeah.
Ooh,
the 90s cartoon's really dope. Because Gambit's always trying to hit on her. And there's this one scene where like she's really mad about something, so she's leaving, right? And then he won't leave her alone, and he jumps into her car and he's like, hey, what about a kiss, mon ami? And she's like, stop being stupid. You know, if I kissed you, you'd be in the hospital or some shit like that. But you could hear like the emotion in her voice. It's fucking great. Yeah. Mon ami. What are you doing, Cher?
Bro,
Gambit's fucking awesome.
What if we got the Channing Tatum Gambit? You think that would have been good or bad?
I think it would have been good.
Yeah, you think he would have got the accent down?
Nah, not at all. I think he would have gave up.
You think he would have gave up?
Yeah.
That would have been fucked.
I think
they dub him over.
I think Dustin Poirier should play Gambit.
Why?
Because he's from Louisiana. He's from around the same parts. Yeah. He's the same nationality and race as Gambit.
Does he look like Gambit though?
Yeah, he does look like Gambit. I made a look like.
I think that point.
Yeah, it's not. He's the best, and he actually knows how to fight too.
And they have a fighter already inside the MCU.
Who? Oh yeah, George St. Pierre.
George St. Pierre.
Hell yeah.
They could have a scene together.
They could. That'd be tight.
That'd be tight.
Dustin Poirier is pretty cool. But yeah,
Justin poured me a bottle.
The
I like it.
UFC, I think it was 264, just happened, and it was a crazy night of fights, man.
I felt sad because all I saw was what happened to Conor.
Yeah, that
and
was sad.
That's kind of heartbreaking to see that happen to somebody.
Yeah.
Like, nobody like, that's not how anybody wanted that shit to end, bro.
Hell no. Something about it, like, damn. Because
It
it happened to Anderson Silva, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the guy who he broke his leg on was Chris Weidman. Then I've talked about it before, I'm pretty sure, but Chris Weidman broke his leg on Uriah Hall, and that was like a few months ago. And it's just crazy how, like, even Uriah Hall said, like, damn, Uriah Hall was Anderson Silva's last opponent or some shit. I forgot it, but I said it in the podcast before. Fuck it. Just things are weird in UFC, in MMA and fighting in general.
Bad juju.
Bad juju everywhere. So Conor McGregor basically got the same shit, but lower, like right above his ankle.
Right above the ankle, bro.
Yeah.
That shit looked weird. Like, that shit looked fucking fake for a second.
He definitely made the adjustments, because I was predicting that McGregor would win, because I just feel like McGregor, you could talk shit all you want, but the guy does put all the work in, right? Like in his first fight with Poirier, he was landing great shots on Poirier. Poirier just stuck it out and was able to be a better MMA fighter, whereas Conor was trying to be a better boxer. And some people say the reason why he was trying to do that is because Max Holloway, who's fought both Dustin and Conor and Dustin have both beaten Max, but Conor beat Max, a young Max, and Dustin beat an actual champion Max. He beat champion Max, but at a different weight, so he didn't lose the belt. He didn't lose his 45 strap. But Max Holloway had just put on one of the best performances ever against a guy named Calvin Kattar, who's a really good boxer. And Calvin Kattar was saying that his boxing was so good that he's just going to stomp all over Max Holloway, right? Max Holloway did some fucking crazy-ass Muhammad Ali shit. Like, he was punching him nonstop. He had, like, so much fucking cardio. Calvin Kattar wasn't going away, though. And, like, it got to the point where Max Holloway was dodging punches from Calvin Kattar, and then talking to the announcement, the team, the commentators, he was like, I'm the best boxer in UFC, baby. And as he's saying that, he's dodging punches from Calvin Kattar and punching him back and landing, whereas the other guy's missing. Like, he called himself the best boxer in UFC, and it's fucking true. Yeah. So, like, I mean, a lot of people will still argue.
Man, you're gushing.
Yeah, because he's fucking awesome. But anyways, that happened like the week before Conor versus Dustin, right? And Conor and Dustin are both especially Dustin, he's a good boxer, right? So pretty much Conor had it, people think that Conor had it in his head like, oh, well, Max thinks he's the best boxer, I'm going to go out and put on a boxing clinic against Dustin. And Dustin, in the first round of their fight, took him down. Oh. He took him down. This is Conor versus Dustin too. This happened in January, and Dustin was just like doing amazing leg kicks, just mixed in some wrestling, and he beat Conor. He beat him in an MMA fight. And so now this one, the reason I predicted Conor is because I was like, oh, well, Conor's going to learn from all those mistakes, right? He's actually going to train like he used to, like an MMA fighter. And so, right off the bat, he throws like 4 or 5 kicks, Conor. And then, like, it was going pretty good. And then he went for a guillotine. And then the fight was on the ground for a while. And then Dustin was landing some pretty good ground and pound. And then Conor started doing some upward elbows from the bottom, which they look really good. But Conor is a dirty fighter. Like, damn, I don't like dirty fighters, but fuck. And Conor's a dirty fighter, man. It's hard to fucking accept that shit. But he was doing some dirty shit against Khabib. He did some dirty shit to Dustin. The Khabib stuff or the Dustin stuff?
Both.
So when he was fighting Khabib, he was holding on to the cage. You're not supposed to hold on to the cage. He was grabbing in on Khabib's gloves. You're not supposed to do that. Like, he was doing a bunch of dirty shit like that.
The Irish, bro.
Yeah.
It's the Irish in him.
So what he was doing against Dustin, when Dustin was like, when Conor was on the floor, Conor was throwing up kicks to Dustin, right? Which those are really deadly. Like, Tony Ferguson's knocked someone out with those. Another fighter named Nico Price has knocked this other guy named James Vick out, like, out cold with that shit. It's brutal. But he was landing those on Dustin, and the reason why he was landing so many of them is because he was grabbing the inner glove of Dustin Poirier and pulling him into the up kick. And the referee's right there. Herb Dean was right there, and he didn't do anything about it. And then someone even said, Herb Dean, Herb Dean fucking refed Khabib versus Conor and Dustin versus Conor. So it's like, damn, this fool's in Connor's pocket or what? I'm like, no, Herb Deanskis, I love him. Like, he's literally like one of my favorite refs because he's like so good, but then he just lets that shit pass. Like, damn. I don't know, man. But anyways, yeah, so at the final sequence of round one, they both threw punches at each other, they both missed, and then Connor takes that step back and his leg breaks. And I didn't even notice, dude. I was watching it, I didn't even notice that shit until like when the round he was sitting down, right? And then Herb Dean's right there with him, and then Connor's like, look at my leg, and he like shakes his leg, and Herb looks, and that shit's just dangling. I was like, oh fuck, damn. And then he talked more shit as Dustin was getting interviewed.
See it.
Yeah, and then so, and I just read right now that he's suspended till 2022, I guess.
McGregor?
Yeah, I don't know why, but damn, that's
probably
crazy.
just to fucking have him heal.
Yeah,
they're like, you're not gonna be able to do any fights.
There was a lot of other good fights. The main card was stacked. Like, the first fight on the main card was Sean O'Malley versus this up-and-comer guy named, I think his name was Chris. He looked like Jared Leto. He even had, like, bright dyed green hair. And he looked like Jared Leto in Fight Club, kind of. And he even got fucked up, like, really bad. Like, he kind of just didn't have a strategy. He was just, like, pressure. Yo, you want to take a break real quick? Getting pretty deep.
Getting pretty deep?
Yeah.
You're getting pretty deep into it?
Yeah.
You think we're getting deep into it, Hasbula?
Yeah.
Hey, Hasbula, take us out then.
Okay, here's an advertisement. Be back soon.
We're back, right?
Yeah, we're back.
Oh, shit, we're back. All right, so I was talking about the UFC
Wait, hold
fights.
on. I just wanted to say real quick that was a really nice ad that you guys made.
Oh, thanks, Hasbula. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you guys.
Bro, you went on. You took yourself from nothing to something, bro. Like, so fast.
That's just what Hasbula does. I'll just go back to the corner and you guys can finish up.
So Sean O'Malley beats this fool, and
Hasbula.
he almost knocked him down in round. He knocked him down in round one. He didn't knock him out, but like, damn. And he also went for the guillotine after that. But damn, this fool was just not going away. And it was pretty cool because Sean's from Arizona, so the Suns are making a tear in basketball right now. Mm-hmm. And so he started like pretending to dribble as he was fighting and shit. And him and this other fighter later on I'm gonna talk about, they both were like, they would throw some cool ass boxing combos and then they would do a fucking spinning roundhouse kick and that shit to the head. And like, the guy just ate it, man. He almost got knocked out, but he didn't. Yeah. And then
saw the foot go toward him, and he's like, I'm basically Tarantino.
Yeah. Well, Sean O'Malley was getting pretty tired, you could tell. And Angel, you said that was your favorite fighter, huh?
Yeah.
Sean O'Malley?
Yeah.
O'Malley.
I got slick on him.
He's fucking cool, huh?
Yeah, I was watching some of his highlights and shit.
Yeah.
You know what, Angel? You're my highlight.
Yeah.
Hey man, thank you, dog. I really appreciate that.
The way I saw it, I think if the guy, you could tell that Sean O'Malley was getting really tired, right? And if the guy, he was just eating shots anyways. He was tanking the shots. If he would have went to the body, he could have even further emptied out Sean O'Malley's gas tank. And then he was going to eat the shots anyways, so might as well do some damage as you're taking those shots. Because Sean O'Malley was going to the head and the body and like just dismantled him. And then in the last 30 seconds, Herb Dean steps in and stops the fight. And it's like, bro, what
were you?
Yeah, like, I mean, it's already 30 seconds left. Like, might as well let it play out, but I don't know. But yeah, it was a cool fight. And
I don't know. I'm not a ref or anything.
Hey, I'm not a ref. I'm not a fighter. I'm not a coach or anything, so who knows. But this girl named Irina Aldana, she's from Mexico. Man, I've been watching her fight for like the past 3 years. She's a fucking amazing fighter. She got beat by Holly Holm in the last fight. Like, Holly Holm went Super Saiyan. Like, if you want to look that fight up, it's a crazy-ass fight. But she just couldn't win that fight, man. It was crazy. Even I was stumped on that one. I was like, damn, I don't know what the fuck she has to do. But she fought this girl named Yana Kunitskaya, and she beat her. I think she beat her by TKO. She like knocked her down with some punches and then went to the floor and finished the fight. And then we had Tai Tuivasa versus Greg Hardy. Two heavyweights that are really good, but they always end up losing, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I remember Greg Hardy's last fight. He was doing so good. Like, his striking was really fucking good. And then the moment it went to the ground, it's like he didn't know what the fuck was going on, and he got beat. And I was like, damn, he was winning the whole fight until it went to the ground. And then I was pretty much like, damn, these two guys have like bad luck when it comes to fighting because they're good, but then they lose, right? So I was like, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. I thought they might be a draw, they might knock each other out, right? But it ends in like the first minute or two, right? Like Greg Hardy throws like he landed some good strikes, but then he threw one punch, he overextended it and missed, right? And then Tai Tuivasa throws like this fucking weird ass hook and knocks him the fuck out.
Weird ass hook?
Yeah, like it came from nowhere, like came at a weird angle and knocked him out. And then Greg Hardy just fucking fell. And then Tai Tuivasa won, and he might become a star pretty soon because this fool's kind of crazy.
Greg Hardy, no relation.
Yeah, he fucking he drinks beer from a shoe, which a lot of people do that shit. I would never do that shit, man.
What's that called? It's called something.
Das Boot.
Nah, it's called something when you do it from like an actual shoe.
Yeah, I forget what it's called.
Neighbor told me. I think he told me about someone who did that shit too.
Yeah,
it's like a party thing. That shit.
Yeah. But
like, you gotta fucking drink it from the shoe. Just letting you guys know, this was supposed to be a fucking 40-ounce Fools episode, and these motherfuckers were supposed to drink 40s.
Oh, next time.
I'm heated.
If you were to buy it for me, I would have drank it.
This fool drank one on top of the cage. He drank two more on his way out, and then someone just right before he went out the gate, someone from high up just fucking poured a beer into his mouth. That shit was tight. What?
What are you talking about?
Tai Tuivasa.
Oh, okay.
After he won in UFC.
That's tight.
Yeah, and then
That's funny.
one of them put hot sauce with the beer too.
What?
Yeah, that was kind of weird. He didn't drink most of that one. But then the next fight, Wonder Boy versus Gilbert Burns, man. I wanted Wonder Boy to win so bad. And like
Wonder Boy.
Yeah, his name is Steven Wonder Boy Thompson. And he's into Naruto and shit too. And he's just really cool. And
Bro, a lot of people are just like getting into Naruto.
yeah,
Like,
even Mike Perry. Damn, that shit is so funny. He was like, yeah, I've been training my mind a lot by watching Avatar and the first 2 seasons of Naruto.
Hey, you said the Avatar, you know what's up.
Yeah.
He's like Uncle Iroh G.
I'm about to be Uncle Iroh. I see you in the spirit world.
Yeah, but Wonder Boy
Bro,
Thompson though,
just real quick, Uncle Iroh and Jake, the dog from Adventure Time, very similar mindsets.
Yeah.
Very similar. I believe so, very, very wholeheartedly.
I feel like Jake's a little bit of a prick sometimes though.
Like, what do you mean, prick?
I don't know. I need to watch the whole thing.
All right, get back to me when you do, and then you'll probably see the parallels I'm talking about.
All right. But yeah, so Gilbert Burns got some takedowns. He didn't. The announcement teams were talking about his like world-class jiu-jitsu, but he wasn't really using it. He was kind of just holding Wonder Boy down and landing some pepper shots. When it would finally get up, Wonder Boy would like outclass him hardcore on striking. Because Wonder Boy's been on a win streak, and then he lost a win streak to Anthony Pettis. He got knocked out really bad by a Superman punch, and then he went on another win streak, and now he just lost it again to this guy. He's been fighting killers, and if he would have beat Gilbert Burns, he would have been right there for title contention, like right there. But yeah, he lost the decision, and it was crazy because like when he was striking, like dude, he was throwing like some mean old hooks and uppercuts, and then he just throws a spinning head kick. Damn, almost knocked him out, man. It was this close. But yeah, a lot of cool ass kicks, man. A lot of good striking. But yeah, in the end, there was this really funny part. I think it was at the end of round 1 or 2, but Gilbert Burns basically just had Wonder Boy on the ground, right? And then he just keeps landing like shots to his head. Boom, boom. Then he just keeps punching him, and then Wonder Boy just starts doing it back because he can't get up. So they're both just laying there punching each other in the face like that.
Do those count as points or anything?
Yeah, those do count. That's why Gilbert Burns won, because he landed more of those. But yeah, that's all I have to say for UFC.
I didn't want. Crazy day.
Yeah, it was definitely a good card, and it just sucks that Conor had to lose
bro,
like that.
That really it really hurts.
Because it would have been so interesting to see how
an actual fight. Like,
how far he had came.
Because isn't that round 1?
Yeah, that was just round 1.
All right, if that was like way later down the road, like we had like a whole full fight to see, I would be like, oh yeah, that sucks, but at least we had the fight. But that's round 1, bro.
Yeah.
And I saw in the comments that like all he really did was like 2 kicks, like Conor, and that the rest of the time that Khabib was like pounding on him. Or what was the recent fight? It was Khabib, right?
In this recent one?
Yeah.
That was Dustin Poirier.
Oh, Dustin? Yeah, the Dustin was like fucking pounding on him.
He landed a couple kicks, and he landed a really good left punch too, and like
So he did 3 hits.
Even Dustin said it. He was like, oh, he landed some good elbows from the bottom too. And he almost got 2 submissions. He almost got the first guillotine was really good. It was really tight. And the second one was kind of loose, but yeah.
Oh yeah, that shit was tight.
Which is funny because Connor was saying how like if you go for submissions, you're a bitch, and he went for a submission. And then he was saying how like
he's like, yeah, I'm a bitch.
he's like if you he's saying that he was gonna put Dustin out of Dustin was gonna leave on a stretcher because of him, right? He's the one that left on the stretcher. Like everything he said, it ended up happening to him. Pretty crazy. And then
he manifested it, but in the wrong direction.
Yeah, I like what Dustin said. Dustin said right after the fight ended, he was like, "Karma's not just a bitch; it's a mirror."
Oh.
I was like, "Damn."
Karma on my back while she's stalking me.
Yeah. Pretty crazy, man.
You're pretty fucking crazy.
That's why talking a lot gets you into trouble and shit.
Yeah.
How do you say that? Why do you say that?
Because I don't know, it's hard to say it without sounding like a crackhead. Cause
Sound like a fucking crackhead right now.
Yeah, I was talking some shit to Abraham. He's like, "Enjoy you a crackhead?"
Huh.
I was like, yes, Abraham, I am.
Why do you tell you that though?
Oh, because I was talking about the
depends.
universe and like and shit like that. But it's like how do you say? Like you just put that speech like I've been telling you, like you put that speech out there and then it's gonna come out there because it's already out there now. You put that speech into the world. It's like kind of like a spell, kind of. You cast it and then you have that negative intention that's just gonna come back to you.
I feel you.
And then same with positive too. You keep telling your positivity to people who don't care or people who like drain your energy. Mm-hmm. That positivity is gonna go away.
Your positivity?
Yeah. Because it just drains you. Talking to people that don't care about it or just gonna remember it. Like you putting that speech out there and then not getting the same kind of thing in return. It's a curse. Like it hurts you inside, especially if you're excited about something, and someone's just like, "Oh, okay, whatever," or "Okay, let's talk about this." It's like, okay, I guess, you know. Mm-hmm. But it's just, you know, that's why I don't try to talk too much about what I'm doing or what I'm going to go through, because it's just for me.
Hasbula thinks you sound like a crackhead.
Yeah, you see.
Hasbula don't understand because Hasbula, you know, rich. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Shabbat shalom. Inshallah. Yeah.
Like the other day, I was doing something and I forgot about something. I was like, "Damn, I'm stupid." And Samson told me something which he was right, because like I say the same things, but
what do you say?
He was like, "Why you call yourself stupid? You're not stupid." That's just, and I know what he means because sometimes he says things like a little bit aggressive, but he was meaning like he's like, stop doing those old habits. Like calling yourself stupid is gonna make you feel stupid. Like that's the spell. That's the spell that's cast on you.
Yeah.
So if you just keep telling yourself, "Oh, I'm this," or "I'm this," it's a spell that's being cast on you, especially if you say outward. Because then you have to claim those,
I feel that shit.
Yeah, because you have to claim those words once you speak them. And if those words aren't true and you don't claim them, then it's like, why did you even say them?
It's easy to think negative of yourself.
Yeah. It really is.
I believe that, but I also don't believe that just saying it out loud creates it into real life.
It tricks your brain into believing that it's true.
And your brain is a powerful thing.
I understand that as well, but I don't believe it.
Sleep.
Hey, that's just pretty crazy though. The fucking people who like can do that shit.
Sleep?
Yeah, they could like make you sleep or like make you think like shit happened. Like when you wake up like at the snap of my finger, like you'll fucking like the people who hypnotize you, and they're like you'll forget what the fuck a hot dog even is. Like you'll not know the existence of hot dogs. And like he snaps his fingers and he's like,
imagine?
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, what is this?" And like shows you a hot dog and you're like,
he's casting words on you to forget it, but you won't believe that you can make yourself believe it yourself.
Yeah, I could believe that shit. But like,
it's basically you're putting yourself in a hypnotized state when you tell yourself, "Oh, I'm stupid," or "I'm goofy," or "I'm this."
Yeah, I don't believe that at all.
Joey Chestnut.
Joey Chestnut.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, I can hypnotize you, make you believe you're a dog, though.
By saying that you're a dog. He's a world champion hot dog eater. Man, if you did that hypnotism on him, his whole career is gone.
Wait, what's his name again?
Joey Chestnut.
Bro, he should fucking do an album and call himself Joey Fat Ass.
Hey. It's one of the funniest things ever, man. Joey Badass was on the Eric Andre show, and he was in a fat suit, and he was like, he was rhyming about being fat, and he's like, it's Joey Fat Ass.
Wait, really?
Yeah. and he's like, bring the donuts out, and he's like eating the donuts. He's like, fuck yeah.
Joey Fat Ass.
That shit's fucking funny. To me, Joey Badass is one of the best rappers of all time.
You know what else he is? He's a good actor. He should do more acting.
Yeah, he's in a Robot, Mr. Robot.
Is he?
Yeah, he is. Well, where'd you see him act at?
I was just saying.
Oh, he's pretty good. He's a pretty good.
Wasn't
actor.
he in the fucking music video for Lil Nas or whatever?
No, it's Vince Staples.
Oh, it's Vince Staples.
Yeah. He also should be an actor. He just dropped a new album.
Vince Staples?
Yeah.
Really?
I like
What's it called?
It's called. I actually don't know what it's called.
Wow, fake fan.
Fake fan.
Gatekeeper.
Let me see.
Who's?
It's called.
I don't run Gatekeepers anymore.
It's called Vince Staples.
Vince Staples.
Yeah.
Rob Schneider is Vince Staples.
His latest album is self-titled. That's crazy.
Oh.
No wonder I didn't know what it was called. Vince Staples.
Oh, yeah.
It's cool. Like the first song, I hear it. I'm like, you could totally tell he's doing something different, right? And I was like, I like it. It's his style. It's a cool direction. But then, like, don't get me wrong, the other songs are cool and shit. But like, it kind of just feels like it never lifts itself off the ground. Like, you think it's gonna hit. You think it's gonna start getting hard and shit, but it doesn't. It kind of just stays the same.
Oh,
it's
like there's like a build up, but
there's a build up, yeah, but there's no payoff.
But there's no payoff. Oh
Yeah.
shit, that's the worst, bro. I was thinking about how to make a fucking good Mario song. Like, this is just like a random thought that was in my head one day. I was like, how to make a Mario song, but like dubstep, but like
Mario.
also not obviously Mario. So I thought like, but like, you know, fuck it. I forgot how it was gonna go in my head. But I remember in my head that shit was hard. Like I was like fucking vibing with that shit in my head. I hate when that shit happens, bro. Sometimes you get like a real good thing in your head,
That's why
like
I carry my
bars or
notebook
something,
with me
you know?
Huh?
That's why I carry my notebook with me now.
Your notebook?
Yeah, but what if you're at work? You gonna just like stop doing what you're doing and fucking write it down? Really?
Yeah. Remember I told you the other day in the walk-in? I'm not gonna be doing this all day. Shit.
Oh, you told me that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I told Ivan that. That's why. Yeah, I'm not gonna be doing this all day. If my creative side's gonna come out during my work, shit, I'm gonna take a break. Shit, that's gonna be my life.
Damn. I wish I was able to do that.
I mean, you could, but you just have more responsibilities to bear. I mean, you could just take a break and say fuck off for like 5 minutes, you know, to work or to whatever responsibility that's in front of you that's preventing you from being creative.
I don't know, man. I can't like. It's just the kind of person I am. I want to finish the work before I do other things. And then, like, sometimes when I see I can't finish the work, I freak out a lot.
Yeah,
I'm like, fuck, I need to fucking do this before I fucking leave.
Oh, yeah. I used to be like that, but now I'm like, I work hard. The people after me don't work hard, so why do I work hard for them?
What did you guys want to talk about? I was really interested in hearing what you have to say.
So I started watching some female YouTubers.
Oh, yeah, Hasbula always sees female YouTubers.
Barely?
No, actually, I watched a lot of female YouTubers, but I started watching, like, feminist female YouTubers for the first time.
Like,
What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Do they only have, like, feminist
What do you mean by that?
videos?
They
only have videos based on feminism?
Yeah, based on feminism and, like,
Okay,
which type
maybe-
of wave of feminism.
Okay, so, like,
Hasbula, come on.
I'll be watching some female YouTubers, right? And they do have some strong opinions and shit, but that's not really, they don't really go deeply into it. They'll probably just say, like, off to the side or some shit,
Also,
right?
the YouTubers who are feminists, but
Yeah.
they're not, like...
I started watching some, this one girl, like...
Why would you, like, start, like, explain them as a feminist YouTuber then? Why not just say they're girl YouTubers?
Well, because I said
Or
girl,
just
that's what I
YouTubers.
did. I said girl YouTubers, and you guys were like, barely? And I was like, oh. Well, and then I thought about it, and I was like, I do watch a lot of girl YouTubers, but I guess I had to, like, explain further. You feel me?
No, but I mean, like, what was the addition of feminists for?
Because they're...
Because we asked barely.
they're talking about, because like I said, normally the girl YouTubers I watch, their opinions, they kind of just say them off to the side. They don't elaborate on them. These ones are actually elaborating about how they feel about these subjects.
Okay.
So what would be just a little comment to one of the other ones, their whole videos are actually about that.
So
Bro, is that Mexican Trump?
So you started watching actual feminist YouTubers?
Yeah, kind of. I watched this one girl's video because it was about Stargirl, which is this book I read when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Is it the DC comic girl?
Nah.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
It's a novel from like the early 2000s or some shit, or the late 90s. And
fucking up.
Thank you.
Disney made it a movie like a year ago. And I watched the movie. It was pretty cool, but I remember liking the book more. And then this girl's video I was watching, she was like some dark Asian girl. She was pretty cool. I actually agreed with a lot of the shit she was saying in the beginning. Then later on, she kind of lost me. But for the most part, it's like she was saying how she didn't like the book. She never read the book growing up because she thought it was weird because the story takes place from the point of view of a male character, and she didn't like that because I guess a lot of girls resonated with the character Stargirl, that's her name. The character's name is Stargirl. It's about a guy who goes to this school where everyone's like kind of like normal and boring and shit, and then Stargirl comes and she's like all hipstery. She plays ukulele, sings songs, gives people gifts and shit. She's always happy, and people kind of resent her, and then she becomes popular, and then people go back to resenting her and shit. So
is it the Manic
Pixie Dream Girl? Yeah.
It's that?
So yeah, I watched her. That's what the video is about. Manic Pixie Dream Girls and Stargirl in particular.
Okay.
And then I watched another one of a different YouTuber talking about Manic Pixie Dream Girls.
Oh, I think I saw that one too.
Yeah.
She was
just
the way
with
she
blue
said
hair?
it. Yeah, the way she said it was really cool too.
Her?
Like, yeah, because she mentioned shit like Ramona Flowers and shit.
At the end,
it's like but
she was dressed like Ramona Flowers. But
yeah, it was just funny.
I'll get more into that because
yeah, no problem.
yeah, I want to talk about the first one first because she was saying how like a lot, because I guess at the time a lot of females were into that book because of the character Stargirl, but it takes place from a male perspective, right? So that's the reason why she never got into the book, because it was just a male perspective and she didn't like that. And she said she'd rather read her white girl group mystery novels or whatever the fuck they're called. I just thought it was funny how she called her white girl novels.
Yeah, the true crime shit.
Yeah, the true crime. There you go.
Yeah.
And then
they're interesting, bro. They really are.
yeah. And then so she was saying so now as an adult she's read the book and she's watched the movie and she likes the movie more, and she was saying basically how she likes oh shit, you're gonna have to edit this out because I forgot. I have to rethink.
I've been thinking.
I've been thinking. Other thoughts.
Let me see. Okay, I remember now. I guess girls, when the book, like a few years after the book came out and became popular, right? A lot of girls made like clubs to try and be like not like other girls, because that's basically what the Manic Pixie Dream Girl is, right? And so she found one of like the actual like informant papers about the club and shit. It's like, at this time we learn how to play ukulele and we dress differently and blah 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 blah. And in my head I'm thinking like you're basically becoming you're becoming informative.
You're doing it on purpose.
You're doing it on purpose. You like not every girl has to learn how to play ukulele, you know? Like I'm just like, damn.
That's literally the conformist club.
Yeah, you're
the Manic Pixie Dream Girl
Mr.
conformist
Smith
club.
Yeah, you're conforming to another ideal, like being a regular girl, I guess. That's like if you're in that group, you're conforming to that group. If you're trying to be different, you have to be different on your own. You can't just
do things that you like.
You can't just be the archetype of you can't just be the archetype of the other different thing, you know? So I caught that shit.
Like I understand, like I like this rocker group, so I'm gonna like
emulate them.
Yeah, I'm gonna emulate them because I like what they're wearing. So I'm gonna see if I like how it looks on me.
That's just being a poser at that point.
No, it's a poser. Aren't you always like a poser at first? Like it's kind of like fake it till you make it.
Didn't you and Enrique always call each other posers?
Yeah.
That shit was funny.
I feel like you're not a punk unless you call other people posers.
Yeah, that's really true, man.
That's funny.
I feel like that's part of being a punk.
Huh?
You don't listen to real metal.
Yeah, bro, constantly. Anyway,
listen to Gold Grind.
Yeah, it was funny because
you don't listen to experimental fucking porn gore. Fucking,
Cannibal Corpse?
fucking Viking metal, you
Yeah.
fucking pleb.
you fucking pleb.
Yeah, they're hurtful, dog.
What's pleb mean?
It's just lower than, it's like a fucking peasant. Yeah, it's like a
That's
peasant.
fucking
It's
funny.
like a peasant.
Useless chaff.
Yeah,
Useless
basically
chav.
calling you chav.
What's
Chav.
Hey, do that again.
Useless chaff.
Nice. All right.
So she ends up saying that later in the video. She's like, they're
Useless
literally
chaff?
no. That the girls in those
Yeah.
clubs are literally becoming conformist and being like an archetypal girl.
That's
Wow.
what
And
communism
I
is.
was like, that's literally what I thought, right? So like, I just resonated with that video. Except later on, I'm not gonna talk about it though. Where I was just like, it's kind of whack. But yeah, so she ended up making with the things she said that she liked about the movie actually were really pretty cool, and I was like, I dig that. It gives me. I want to read the book again now and then watch the movie again and formulate more opinions
What
on
did
it.
she say that you didn't like? I really want to know.
I'll tell you later.
But like back to the other video about the Manic Pixie Dream Girl.
Oh yeah, the other one. I think I'll watch that one and maybe another one, but
I remember I was hopping between them too because I wanted to see other girls' perspectives. of the
yeah,
same
yeah,
problem.
yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah.
And that one,
Because it really did like open like my eyes on the subject. I was like, holy shit! Like it really is like. There's a lot of movies where there's like this girl that specifically takes this guy out of the slump, like Fight Club and shit.
Yeah.
And like,
no.
what do you mean?
She's
oh yeah.
not a Manic Pixie
No,
Dream
yeah,
Girl.
yeah, and she gets into it. Why? She gets into why she's not that, but like
Well,
why
I
she's
didn't watch-
also in the subject.
The one I watched didn't mention that girl, but from Fight Club. But yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
But she
what was
she
the
did
other one?
she did explain
the one with Jim Carrey too,
Sunshine of a Spotless Mind.
and 500 Days.
500 Days of
So
Summer.
all
I
those
never
three
seen that
girls
one.
are like in the subject matter of the Manic Pixie Dream Girl, but turned on its head.
Yeah,
Because it
they're
be-
called. They're technically anti.
Yeah, because they're the girl.
Pixie Dream Girl.
They're the girl that like will take this
Some
guy
of
out
the
of the
labels,
slump.
man.
But they're also
There is. It's a long ass fucking
It really
title.
is.
Manic Pixie Dream Girl.
yeah.
And there's
Oh, wait,
also Manic Pixie Dream Guys.
So MPD.
MPDs.
So these MPDs are like, or MPDG.
Yeah.
Let's just say MPDs.
MPD. Manic Pixie Dream Girl. Yeah. MPDG.
So these MPDGs, fucking.
Angel.
So what the fuck doing your letters?
That's like LGBTQIA plus. Yeah. Goddamn.
Wait, did you just add those last ones or?
No,
was
No,
that
those are
actually-
real.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
And I still forgot some, but I'm not gonna hold it against it.
Hey, that's what the plus is for.
Before the plus.
So you're saying that they're not good enough to be before the plus? Anyway, fucking the
I'm
MPDGs, they're basically girls who get these depressed guys out of their slump and make life good for them instead of the man making his life better for himself. That's basically what they are. They're usually characterized as a girl. She would like dye her hair, be different, play an instrument, maybe just scream out loud because she can.
She's
Like,
also
it's
into
literally-
she's also into good music. That's another thing. And
No,
she basically, her character basically has no flaws. And the way I see it is that like it's just a character, right? But nah, when it becomes a trope, that's when it starts getting annoying. And like I can
Because
I understand the frustration in the female viewers of characters.
Because these
some of
aren't
the characters.
girls.
Yeah,
These aren't
These are just
girls.
like
These-
false ideals that can never
Yeah.
be achieved.
You know what they really are? They're the guy's imaginary friend. That's what they are. That's all
Pretty
they really
much,
are.
yeah. And so like, it becomes a trope. And then that blue hair girl was talking about how like, Summer from 500 Days of Summer is, people don't like her character. People hate. Everyone thinks she's a bitch. But even Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character or the actor, he said that he knew what he was getting. The character knew what he was getting into.
Yeah,
And like,
she told him like off the bat and
Yeah.
everything, what was happening.
I need to watch that. But
I need
yeah,
to watch it too.
But I have seen Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind. I fucking love that
I
movie.
started it and I didn't finish it.
It's so good, dude. Like, I saw it in 2019.
I don't know. It was feeling slow to me, so that's kind of why I was like, all right, because it was already toward the night, and I'm like, I'm about to knock out. And
There's a payoff.
This
There's
shit's
a
gonna
huge
knock me
payoff. It has Jim Carrey. It has Mark Ruffalo.
Him?
Mark Ruffalo. It has
No, wait, what's the girl? Is it Helena Bottom? No.
Kristen Dunst.
Oh, it's Kristen Dunst.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'm butchering names today, man. Fuck. I forget the lead girl's
Or is it
name.
Kirsten? Kirsten Dunst.
Kirsten Dunst,
No,
yeah.
it's Kirsten, because the I is before the R.
It has the Lord of the Rings little guy.
Yeah, Elijah Wood.
Yeah, Elijah Wood.
Lord of the Rings little guy. He's not even little. He is short. I mean, but he's not like little.
Well, he has nice eyes, so
He's nice.
Yeah.
He just looks nice.
But he's a creep in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so
Definitely.
I guess what do you call them? Movie critiquers? What do you call them? Movie reviewers?
Yeah,
Critics.
sure.
Critics.
Yeah, so critics were bashing the movie at first because they were labeling that girl, the love interest,
keep it, bro.
as a Manic Pixie Dream Girl, right? But if you watch the movie, she literally is not one. She even tells it straight up to Jim Carrey's character's face. His character's name is Joel. She's like, too many guys think that I'm just going to come into their life and make their lives better and shit.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I got my own problems. I want my own peace of mind. Don't put your shit on me. And then I was like, damn,
Yeah.
she
That's
really
literally,
is
yeah.
the anti-version of the MPGD, or MPDG.
Yeah. MPDGV.
Yeah. But anyways,
MPDGV plus.
all right, so okay, so the girl from the first video, the Asian girl, she put Ramona Flowers in like a quick snapshot of like when she was going through Manic Pixie Dream Girl characters, and
But
I was like,
she's also the anti.
yeah, because I'm like, she's literally not one because if she was one, she would have no flaws, and she does have flaws.
A lot.
Ramona Flowers has a lot of flaws.
There's a lot of flaws. The same, Scott Pilgrim has a lot of flaws.
And so does he, yeah. And then they both grow by the end of the movie, you know. So I don't
because they
think
both
she's
push along their flaws, and they're like, let's just fucking,
Yeah.
let's attack the future together.
And the blue hair girl, she says what she thinks about Ramona at the end, like at the very end. So I didn't really. I thought the
it?
video was over, yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
I kind of heard what she said, but I didn't catch the whole thing, and I was kind of just like, you should have spent more time talking about that. But yeah, there's also Manic Pixie Dream guys, and I feel like these tropes, people you grow up watching.
Cool. MPDG could go for the guys.
Oh yeah. Huh? So it's crazy because you can really get influenced by movies and shit, you know?
Yeah.
You can get swayed into a way of thinking because of these
100%.
these things.
Like, there's definitely fucking people who are like, oh, where's my girl gonna come?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's like,
It creates.
that's not what happens.
Yeah.
That's not how life
Fantasies
is.
are poison.
Yep.
Yep.
Reality is often disappointing, and not a lot of people learn that
really
lesson.
disappointing because that's what
it
you
goes
expect.
back to what we say. It creates expectations and all that other.
I found out
Translation.
recently that Disney Channel, a lot of the shows like Hannah Montana and all that shit. I was watching a video about how Malcolm. Malcolm in the Middle was one of the only real sitcoms. Like the family actually has turmoil. Like they actually show them struggling, like to get by and like having.
Hey, orange juice doesn't grow on trees.
Yeah.
Wait, they do. Dude, why are they so damn expensive?
So the video was saying how Disney Channel, the creators of those shows, they literally made it to where girls can think that their life is going to be great. Like, and these, like, they're not going to have to worry about anything and shit. They're just going to coast through life and with like everything handed to them and stuff. It's crazy. I was like, damn. So like these movies.
That's what me and Angel were saying about the media in general. The media really like dictates how life is.
Yeah.
Like media
Especially
really
if you
tells
believe
you
it.
what to think and how to think it.
Yeah. Look what they did to our boy Donald Trump.
Yeah, they poisoned.
Like
they
I said,
poisoned
today
him.
was gonna be really controversial.
No, but high key, yeah, they poisoned because Trump has his loose ends and like, you know, what the first 2 years he was still bombing what was it, Syria? But in the end of his 2 years, he's like he was trying to get peace deals for the Middle East and stuff.
Yeah, he was getting hella peace deals.
Six peace deals. Trying to get rid of critical thinking, teaching it to in schools and shit. Like, but there's some other shit he didn't do, like pardon Assange and other shit, or even like go after Twitter hard or censorship.
Yeah.
Like there's other shit like for me it was kind of like a thin ice kind of president.
Well, politicians
Even
in
though
general.
I did think he was a lot better than Obama and Biden as of now.
Oh yeah, he got a lot of shit done.
Yeah, and
Politicians in general are all double-edged swords. They're
Yeah.
always gonna do shit that you don't like,
You can't
and they're
trust
always gonna do
politicians,
shit that
really.
you're gonna say, oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, because everyone's human. Everyone's fucking human.
And what's
dude.
crazy is people calling Trump a dictator, right? And it's like, okay, if you hold that opinion and he's a dictator, they want to give more power to the government, which is currently run by
Not
currently
like,
run,
just,
but
not
like
just the president.
previously a dictator. So it's like, why try to give so much power into government at a time where it's like he's a dictator?
Yeah.
And Democrats are also trying to push for.
Yeah. That's why when I post shit, I like when people reply to it, because people will either reply. Well, people always talk their shit, right?
People also have a lot of resentment and hate in their hearts for past wrongdoings for America too.
Yeah.
It's like everyone has the wrongdoings. It's like it's important what we do now and how we progress now, not how we were back then.
You always look at the past so you can know how to dictate the future.
Yeah.
I love when people come in, like, reply to my shit, my political shit, and they say...
People are stuck in the past.
I like when they say, fuck both Republicans and Democrats. I'm like, yes.
They say...
Exactly.
Yeah, but they say it in a way where it's, like, mostly just fuck, like, whatever you put up.
Yeah, because I've learned that when people say that, it's not really what they mean. It's just saying, like, I don't agree with this, but, you know, I'm just going to say this so it doesn't seem like I'm too combative, you know?
Yeah.
I see it as, like, they're thinking in the right direction, because, yeah, it is... You don't just conform to whatever political party.
Yeah, exactly.
Left or right.
The fact of the matter of having only two parties in a system where we're all supposed to fucking vote
together.
Apparently, democratically.
In the 90s, there was another party, and it had the guy, I forget what it was called, but the leader of that party ran twice, and then he's the third time, like at the end of the 90s, I guess, or whatever, 2000, I don't know what year it was, but he ended up having two other candidates who were going to
join his party to
try and run. One of them was this one, I forget his name, but he was like super conservative, like picture like a super Republican. Like he didn't even fuck with regular Republicans.
Super Republican.
He wanted his shit like
America.
He wanted shit super conservative, right?
Yeah.
And then
guns.
There was the other candidate. He was saying how, like, he doesn't agree with that shit. He thinks that you shouldn't just be super Republican and you shouldn't just be super Democrat. You should take the best ideals from both of those groups and put them into one.
That's a lot.
And
you know
who that candidate was?
That is a lot to say.
That is a lot to say. And you know who that candidate was? Donald Trump. That was him. It's fucking crazy, right?
From the same party?
Yeah. That's the first party he joined. And then years later, when he started re-upping to get elected, that's when he joined the Republican Party, and that's how he got to presidency.
Yeah, because I mean, like, conservatives fucked with Trump.
Yeah, they fucked him over.
Yeah.
And isn't Trump Republican? I mean, Democratic?
He's basically like a liberal, I guess.
He was technically one of our most liberal presidents ever. But yeah, that's not really what I wanted to get into, though.
Controversy.
Manic Pixie Dream guys. So that's the thing too.
Trump was my
Let's make our own.
He made my life better.
He's the ultimate MBD.
Oh, we should call this episode Manic Pixie Dream Fool.
There was one thing that was fucked. Trump was trying to cut pharmaceutical
prices.
Yeah, down. Yeah. And then the first like month or 2 or 3, Biden cut that shit.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad, but I mean, and then like before Big Pharma used to be bad, but now Big Pharma's good.
Are you saying that jokingly?
No, how the same people who would say government help me used to say Big Pharma is bad because all they do is like take money from the small people.
Yeah.
But now is Big Pharma good because they're the ones pushing Moderna and Pfizer vaccines and stuff.
Big Pharma is the worst fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
Like basically, Big Pharma's a savior now because they have a cure for the COVID.
Oh, you're saying that's not your opinion then, right?
That's not my
all right,
opinion,
cool.
no.
I thought you were saying that that's how you felt. I was like, oh shit.
No, that's not my opinion.
I was like, Angel, no.
That's how other people feel.
Hasbula also says none of this is my opinion. Hasbula, no politics for Hasbula. Hasbula did not represent these ideals. Hasbula,
It just seems like people switch their ideology when it suits them most.
They do,
and
yeah.
It kind of disturbs me a little bit because it's like, a person who switches their ideology so often makes me think like, what type of person are you really? You know?
Yeah.
I don't trust like that.
Since we're talking about all this stuff anyway, like, I really wanted Bernie Sanders to win, but after like seeing that this man that like literally had no
spine,
he had no like conviction.
Yeah.
Like, how are you gonna try to push these beliefs? How are you gonna push these beliefs?
Except for the taxes.
No, what?
Oh, I was saying Trump and him were the same person except for like the economics. The economics.
Yeah, he's very liberal with his economics.
Yeah.
But how did he say that you fought for all this stuff and like have proof that you fought for all this stuff for all these years, but when it comes down to it, you literally just like
the boot, basically.
Yeah, you backed out. You literally backed out. You told people not to vote for you, and like repeatedly has done that like throughout these last elections. Like he and also after the fact say, oh, I may not be in this, but vote Democratic anyway. I can't believe when people say that shit. Like, to vote for just, like, a certain party.
Yeah.
How do you vote for a certain party? That's not what you're doing. You're voting for a person to fucking be the face of the country. That's what you're doing.
And their ideals, because the ideals, they're going to try to push their ideals.
Their ideals, yeah. Because it's that person now. Just because he's Democratic doesn't mean he's not going to be an asshole. Just because he's Republican doesn't mean he's not going to be an asshole. It's fucking... Like, how do you fucking...
It's like they don't... It's like...
How do you say that? Bernie?
It's like, do you actually critically think of like the person that's being elected, or just like the fallacies that they speak?
Yeah. Like you literally like said
Journeyman Bernie.
You literally said that like Hillary is doing shit that you don't want to do, yet you pushed for her.
Yeah. Oh, I promote her. I sponsor her.
Just because she's Democratic.
And just because she has power, in the party.
It's bullshit. I was on your side for so long.
That's how a lot of people felt. Most people who sided with Trump after a while were on Bernie's side. They don't like how the left all Republicans are doing shit.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that because that shit really like it grinded my gears.
Yeah,
you know? It was a person I believed in, and he just like it goes to show you too, man.
Yeah,
like some people you think like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Well, now he's like a millionaire now.
Who?
Bernie.
For what? What happened?
I think he's
because he needed your what was it?
I'm
once again asking.
Your hard-earned dollars.
I'm once again asking for financial aid.
Oh yeah.
For your support.
I think he has like 2 houses now, something like that. All these other politicians buying expensive houses in a time where houses are supposed to be no good because of coronavirus.
I wonder how that happened.
Yeah. For a cheap price too.
I wonder what's gonna happen to those houses later.
I wonder what's gonna happen all the land. All the land. But I mean, that's another thing.
I was telling people yesterday that COVID wiped out video stores, and then the guy was like, "Bro, them shit's been wiped out," and I was like, "Nah, there was a couple. There was a couple
local ones.
Yeah, they were thriving. They were going not thriving, but they were going pretty strong.
Yeah.
And then COVID happened, and they just literally died. Like
all the business that they would have had is gone.
Yeah.
A lot of local small businesses died, which is funny because like the same people who say like government bad, government this, government doesn't do this for you. Yeah. They say government lock me down, take these jobs away, and in doing so, Walmart, Target, big companies get all the money because they stay open.
Yeah, because they fucking
for some reason
they're more convenient.
Yeah, for some reason that's okay. They're essential.
It's funny
but
because
not local, not actual business owners.
It's crazy because like
that's what pisses me off.
This whole Cuba thing that's being shed light on now.
I don't know what's happening.
That shit's been around. I've been knowing about that shit.
What are you talking about?
Even when I was a little kid, that Cuba is communist country. Fidel Castro and all that. I mean, he's passed away already. But
authoritarian ways and stuff.
Yeah. So pretty much in this last election, everyone was surprised that Trump got the Latino vote in Florida, right? Mm-hmm. They failed to realize that Florida has a lot of Cubans there, and they come from a communist country, so they know what it's like. Yeah. They don't want to have these strict laws and shit like that. Mm-hmm. All these ideals that Joe Biden has for the country and stuff.
And like his ideas, that fool Billy has his own thoughts.
Yeah, they basically
this fool just gets fed ice cream and goes to sleep.
Kamala Harris went to a Cuban restaurant, and they kicked her out.
Yeah,
she thought she could just waltz up in there and just get their votes and shit.
Hola, mi amigos.
Yeah. And it's like, nah.
Bro, Kamala Harris literally looks like a fucking villain.
Yeah she does.
Like it's fucking hilarious. Like, she literally fucking laughs at people going to jail. Like, how do you?
Yeah.
How does that happen?
I said this before, but it's funny to me how like a lot of people are into sports, obviously, right? And their favorite athlete is like a spokesperson for politics, basically. So whatever agenda they want that athlete to parade around, they're gonna do it. Just like a sponsor, just like a fucking food sponsor or fucking and he like Monster Energy drink, right?
Yeah.
So they're gonna say those ideals. So I feel like most people, they see their favorite athlete and then they coincide with their ideologies just because that's their favorite athlete, right?
Oh yeah.
But one of my favorite athletes is Jorge Masvidal, the UFC fighter. And then I didn't conform my way of thinking to his way of thinking. We just
aligned.
Yeah, it just aligned. I already had my way of thinking, and he just so happened to have the same way of thinking. So I was like, sick, like, and I don't know. It's just like if another person I look up to does have that different way of thinking, you just have to learn how to like realize that people have different ways of thinking. Yeah. Like Sean Schemmel, the voice actor of Goku, he gets into a lot of heat with his fans. He got to the point where he even said, like, I don't. If you like me, that's cool. But if you hate me for my political views, then I don't care. I really don't. And which is right on him, you know. Good for him. But yeah, because he's a big liberal. He's a big.
That's one thing about a country that's free. You have to let people think freely. Mm-hmm. Like, and if you don't like it, then you're free to walk away.
Yeah, because I remember when I was super liberal and Mark Hamill is super political, right?
He's really political.
It's super political. And like
you wouldn't think that this motherfucker is really political, but no.
Yeah.
So one of the most political people there are.
A lot of actors now are really political.
Yeah, they are.
Some shouldn't.
I would go into his comment section on Insta, right? This is leftist me. And people are just complaining, oh, just leave politics off it, Mark Hamill, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, no, I'm going to talk the way I want to talk. I'm going to speak my mind.
Shit.
Yeah, and I was just thinking, yeah, good on him. You know, it's his Instagram. Just because he's Mark Hamill, just because he's a guy you look up to, doesn't mean his Instagram has to convert to all your needs and wants and shit.
He's his own person too.
Yeah, that's how I saw it. And even now that I don't agree with him politically, I still think the same way.
Yeah, like he's a dope actor too. Like,
yeah, he is.
You can't detach it.
I saw a still shot or like just like no words like I just saw like him in his episode 8 role. Where he's a Jedi and shit,
no.
And I was like, this motherfucker looks dope. This motherfucker looks cool. But if you watch the actual movie, it's like, damn,
this motherfucker look cool.
Yeah. I saw a quote today. It was, if a man does not share his opinion, either the man is no good or the opinion is no good.
I saw a quote, and it was, what sequels?
Yeah, I saw that shit too. I've been seeing more people praise their prequels, and it makes me happy. Yeah. Like someone was saying how the fucking how the 3 bad guys from the prequels represent different aspects of Vader. Darth Maul represents his hate. Count Dooku represents like his fucking force ability and his strong battle tendency and his regalness.
Yeah, regal.
And then General Grievous represents his cyborgness. Like, damn, that shit's tight, yeah.
One of the fucking, like, shadiest things, though, like, one of the fucking, like, fucked up things, Palpatine, like, made it so that he still feels pain in the suit.
Yeah.
This motherfucker could have just had, like, been a dope cyborg, like...
Who, Grievous?
No, fucking... Vader?
Yeah.
Vader could have just had, like, been actually stronger.
So he can subdue him.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, nah.
Pain.
Now you're weak.
But before that, his original plan was to, like...
Orochimaru, Anakin?
Nah. Well, I guess he did that to Rey.
No, he went into Orochimaru Anakin.
Did he really?
Yes.
What? Because when he's fighting Yoda, he says Anakin will be... He's like, his disciple will be stronger than both of them.
Exactly. And then he wanted to fucking Orochimaru Anakin.
Wow.
He wanted to leave...
When did he say that?
I forgot where I fucking remember that, but I'm pretty sure that's fucking true.
But
I'm pretty sure, bro. I'll look it up again. But I'm pretty sure that's what his whole plan was. He was going to get Anakin to be stronger than him, but instead of dying by the hand of his apprentice, he was going to
become his apprentice.
Yeah, become
and then become the master.
And then become the master.
It kind of makes sense when you put into play the Plagueis thing of making Anakin in the first place.
And also, Plagueis' whole fucking... No, what was it? Sidious's whole, like... transference of bodies that he always does.
Yeah. I was thinking about the Smash night we had the other day.
Which one?
With everyone there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I was thinking about, and then Alex Ambricio had posted something like funny as fuck to his story. And I thought that shit was hilarious. And
was it the Modelos?
No, it was the girl with the Shrek. Yeah, I did see it. The girl with Shrek.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I was looking through your... She's like...
Who the fuck is Fiona?
I was looking through your contacts. Who the fuck is Fiona?
And then like Shrek puts his hand up to his shirt.
Hey, stop! You always doing that sus shit. Who the fuck is Fiona? That shit's hilarious, bro.
It's really good. That shit is comedy.
Yeah, pure comedy gold. Dude.
Yeah, because she didn't know that the hand would go up to her cheek too, and she like quickly improv acted.
Yeah.
You always doing that sus shit.
You always doing that sus shit. Who the fuck is Fiona? Man. But yeah, so I was working, right, and I was thinking about that shit, and I was like, damn. You know what's funny? I don't think I've ever hanged out with Steve and Alex in the same room before. Like, I've always hanged out with them differently at different locations.
I definitely hanged out at the same time.
Yeah?
I did once.
I think maybe once too,
That's
but
when I was buying psychic cards off of Alex.
I wasn't there. See, so I think maybe I have never had that, right? So I was like, damn, I always forget these fools are brothers or something. And I was like, wait a minute. I always remember that they're brothers, if I look at it that way. And then so it tripped my mind the way I said that shit. And so I went looked at like my closest coworker, like the nearest one next to me, and I went up to her and I was like, hey, so I know these two guys, right? And then she's like, yeah, I'm in story time. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what, do I tell a lot of stories? And she's like, yeah, you do.
Everybody? Like,
yeah, it's funny because I do know, I know that like I'm conscious of it. I do tell a lot of stories. But it's just funny to me. And funny and cool that people...
That's what you're known as?
Yeah, that's what I'm known as, and the fact that people aren't annoyed by it, they're actually looking forward to it. She was pretty excited to hear my story.
Hasbula also likes saving stories.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. But
You are funny.
Manic-
Hasbula thinks so.
Manic Pixie Dream guys though, and girls. So like, ooh, when they're not the anti versions of themselves.
Wait, hold on. Hasbula has something to say.
What's up?
Hasbula wants another ad.
Another one?
Thank you. Hasbula is satisfied with an ad. Hasbula learned English on the way to America.
Yeah, I was wondering that. I didn't want to say anything, Hasbula. I was like, this man really is speaking English this whole last time.
I realized I have fans across the world, nationwide, so I had to make a difference.
But there might not have been an ad. There might have been an ad during that. Either way, we're back.
Fuck! Who the fuck is Fiona?
Who the fuck is the ad?
Where the fuck is the ad? Angel
well, I
Big
mean,
chilling.
if you guys want some inside information on how Anchor works, so they let you have these like segments for sponsors and stuff. However, if there's no sponsor, the segments will just go through. Like the parts will just go to the next part. Like there'll be no extra ad, basically. That's just a little background. Go on, though, Ivan.
Oh man, so like I stated previously, these Manic Pixie Dream characters, they have no flaws when written in the way their trope is intended to be, right? Mm-hmm. They're supposed to come in and make the main character's life. They're supposed to better the main character, whereas they don't get no character development because they're already perfect, right?
That's their entire being in their entire life is for this guy to feel better about himself.
Yeah.
Or herself.
Exactly. So, for the male version, it's basically the perfect version for the female character. So it's kind of usually described as a guy who's cute but doesn't know he's cute, is kind of nerdy but doesn't let that get in the way of him getting shit done, and basically just attributes like that, right? Mm-hmm. And it's pretty crazy because I feel like we all guys, when they want to get with a girl, they unknowingly think of it as a Manic Pixie Dream Girl. They think this girl's gonna help them and change their lives and shit. And it's like, and some girls think of themselves as that too. They think they're gonna be able to, yeah, they want to fix a guy up or some shit.
But that's because of how media trained them to think.
Yeah, and not all girls are like that. Obviously, a lot of girls think differently. And
you can say that for anything. I feel like that's a given.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no shit. Like other girls don't think differently. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Whatever. Go on.
So I feel like I've definitely been guilty of that shit. I think, damn, this girl is fucking awesome. I think of like this fucking whole ass thing in my head of how the relationship's gonna be like, and it ends up being nothing like that. And you know, you get let down, and you're just like, fuck, what the fuck was I thinking?
Yeah, what the fuck is Fiona?
And who the fuck is Fiona? And I'm just like, damn. But you know what? it helped me realize that a lot of girls think I'm a Manic Pixie Dream Boy. I feel like there's some of them that I didn't even get into a full relationship with. Like they're like in the stages of trying to get with me and stuff, and I could just tell that they think I'm like this quirky dude that's gonna like be the ray of sunshine in their lives and shit. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, I'm a human too, and I have my flaws. And
they're like, he's always laughing, he's always funny. So
yeah,
if I add that to my life,
yeah, exactly,
it'll be funnier and happier.
What women want is competence.
Competence?
Yeah. So if you're funny and competent, then you're good. But if you're just funny, but you're not competent, then like, how you can propel them too? Mm-hmm. So that's how that is.
How do you feel?
What do you mean?
How do you feel?
About what?
Everything. All that.
Yeah, you've been pretty quiet lately.
Hasbula been talking more than Angel.
Hasbula should replace Angel. Hasbula M.
Hasbula M.
We're not signing out, Hasbula.
Oh, okay.
I think people expect too much.
They do, right?
Yeah, and it's not like go ahead and talk about something else. I'll dive deeper into it right now.
All right.
But yeah, going into the Manic Pixie Dream guys, what did you like? You saw videos on it or no? You were
no, just the same. It was covered in the same topic as the.
Did they mention anybody in particular?
The characters?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't remember them.
Damn.
You know what it is though, because I guess any guy can be a manic pixie dream guy.
Yeah.
That's how I see it with the girls too.
Yeah,
Any girl can be
I feel like the girls are more straightforward with it though.
But
like the girls are more like
a trope, you know.
Mm-hmm. Because girls are like
it could just be anyone.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like
No, I feel like it's like when all those old TV shows, or I mean even like Grease or something, you know, like when they come out, they're like, oh, you need to get yourself a man who has a job, who has this, blah blah blah, and like,
well,
all you gotta do is marry that, and then you'll be set for life.
No.
Like they're like fucking like blunt with it.
Isn't there an Adam Sandler movie like that?
Like how so? I feel like he has like a lot of like tropes and shit.
I think it might be 50 First. No, I think it might be The Wedding Singer.
Because if you're a traditional, if you're a guy looking for a traditional woman, that's what you try to find is a traditional woman.
You're a good woman?
Yeah.
Or she is a good woman?
Yeah.
You're a good man?
But what's crazy about Manic Pixie Dream guys in real life, like you can be a Manic Pixie Dream guy, but fuck, where am I going with this? Hold on. The woman in the case won't want to be a traditional woman for the Manic Pixie Dream guy, especially in the, like now in day and age. Like you see a perfect guy come in, the girl's not gonna try to better herself for the guy so she can be matched up to the guy. It's gonna be since he's already perfect, I'm perfect with him.
Oh,
you
I
get
see.
me?
Yeah.
And it's the same vice versa, and that's a thought that's kind of sick. But like, you can be a manic pixie dream guy if you just work on yourself.
Yeah.
Work on yourself, better yourself, and in turn you become a manic pixie dream guy for someone. But
just because you yourself.
But you're not gonna be it for a certain type of person. It's just gonna be a whole category.
Life is about growth, and you should enter a relationship.
Yeah, and then like
life is like a box of chocolates. You're right.
And I feel like women do want men who provide, protect, but they don't want to
admit to it, and
they don't want to put into work that gets those kind of men. Because the men that work, provide, protect, and all that stuff want someone who's nurturing. So when they come home from life of cruelness that they go into, you know, whether it be hard work to provide for a family, or whether it be you know, just time lost because of work.
Yeah. Like
he's gonna want someone that you know is gonna hold it down for the family. Mm-hmm. But women's gonna want something to hold them down, but not gonna want them to hold them down. So women gonna complain, I don't want to make you a sandwich, but if someone comes into my house and you're gonna protect me, but if I have no money, you're gonna have to give me money. But if I have no love, you're gonna have to give me love, or I'm gonna find love. But you know, like it's a whole double-edged sword when it's like when it's men. It's only when it's men is when it's a double-edged sword.
Mm-hmm. Also, the men can't complain.
Yeah, men can't complain, but women can. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I watched this whole ass fucking
no, go on.
It was like a 25-minute video, basically super cutting it while a guy is just explaining the different variations of the do's and do nots of crying for men. And he was showing how media, all the different shows and movies that show men crying, like, oh, men can only cry when someone dies or this thing's happen, and sometimes only a solitary tear, and it just, and I was like, whoa, it's a trip. It's a fucking trip. And he was saying, like, close to the end, he was saying, regardless of how you feel as a man or whatever, you should cry, because crying actually helps reduce stress and this and this and that. And I mean, I've been crying, like, I've been letting go of my tears, especially I think as a teenager, I didn't really.
In situations where you shouldn't cry, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
as a teenager,
there's a misconception that not crying makes you stronger.
Yeah,
That's actually the opposite.
Yeah. As a teenager, I didn't cry too much. I had a lot of shit going on, but now as an adult, I find myself crying a lot. And with my last relationship, I did cry a shit ton, and I honestly felt like it was more of a detriment, because then it just felt like I did feel weak. I felt like, damn, why am I always in fucking distress like this, you know?
I think I know why. It's kind of like a theory I have.
Mm-hmm.
Is like, you feel weak when you cry when it's something you could have fixed. You get me? Like something that was in your hands that you could have, like, prevented.
It's like too little too late, and you can't go back to change it.
Yeah, that's when that's how I feel when you feel weak. But were you saying any more?
Well, I'm kind of like, within the past, like, 3 months, I've kind of been, definitely have not been crying as much as I used to, which I feel is good. I still cry from time to time, you know, which is also
movies
good.
Are sad, bro.
Yeah, which is why, like, I was watching Daredevil, and I was hoping to cry during that scene that I talked about at the funeral, where she puts the umbrella up.
And she's like, wake me up.
And I didn't cry. And I was like, damn, I thought that was going to get me. But you know what did get me last night? I was watching a fucking video essay about how great Obi-Wan and Anakin's lightsaber duel was.
It's so good.
It's so good, yeah. And he was talking about, he also threw in Sidious versus Yoda, because he said since they're happening at the same time and their stakes are the same, that is basically the same fight scene. Like he considers it one whole fight scene, and I'm like, I dig it. So he was explaining how, like, Sidious is so, he not only is he enjoying his time because, you know, he's been in the shadows so long, but he's also laughing because he's already won. So no matter what Yoda does, he's winning this bitch. Because, like, he already defeated all the Jedi, he did all that, blah, 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 blah. And so it's symbolic that they're fighting in the empty Senate room, because this is like the first time you've seen that shit so empty, because he's taken over. There isn't any need for a Senate, because he's already taken over the whole entire galaxy. The Senate. Yeah, and then this motherfucker literally attacks him with the Senate chairs and shit, and, like, the big ass Senate fucking holding pods.
Yeah.
So he's literally the Senate attacking with the Senate. But anyways, he was explaining how, like, when all the Jedis are getting massacred, they have a scene where Yoda is, like, feeling all the pain from it, right? And you see him be emotionally distressed, right? And he's saying how, like, Obi-Wan sees all this, he feels all that shit going down. He sees Anakin kill younglings, but he hasn't expressed his emotion yet, right? And you don't see it till the very end, till after he's beating Anakin. His emotions finally get let out, and then the guy plays the scene.
He shows it a bit. He covers his mouth. And he's like,
Yeah, but he plays the scene, and Obi-Wan's like, "You're a brother to me, Anakin. I loved you." And he's like, "I hate you." And then that scene always gets me. And as I'm watching this shit, I started tearing up, bro. And I was like, "Oh!" I had to wipe him away. I was like, "Oh fuck, all right." And I composed myself. But I was like, "Damn, imagine if I saw the actual scene." I just thought it was funny how, like, the Daredevil thing, I thought it was going to get me, but then this little video essay got me out of nowhere. I was like, oh, shit.
I had Daredevil on VHS, and the only reason we replayed it was for Evanescence.
Wake me up! Wake me up inside! Can't wake up!
Wake me up inside.
Save me!
Save me.
Call my name and save me from this. I don't know. All alone, I couldn't see. Something was tearing apart of me.
I can't see.
How can you see into my eyes like open doors?
Hasbula, big fan. Evanescence.
Oh, really?
Hasbula, big fan.
You guys have any more to talk about?
What about you?
No, I'm chilling.
You big chilling this whole fucking podcast.
I've been
Fuck, bro. Hasbula over here trying to overdo
Talk when it
you.
matters.
I do like when we talk about this shit, and then Angel just analyzes everything, and then he has his little big, like, speech at the end of the conversation. Well, I was gonna say it in a different word,
because
but
I try to collect all you guys' thoughts.
Yeah. Well, we could talk about that one thing.
This motherfucker a pimp for thoughts.
Yeah, pimp out thoughts. Been pimping since pimping.
I wanted to mention we've been talking about comments a lot recently, and there was
YouTube comments and shit.
Yeah, just YouTube comments in general and shit. And I was watching Kenny Beats' most recent Cave episode, and it's with Tizo Touchdown, and that shit was fucking.
I don't know who that is.
Oh,
I didn't know who it was either until I fucking watched it, and I like him, but I got to a point where I was like, I'm gonna listen to this guy, like, on Spotify, because I like that episode a lot. And I was listening to him, and he has some bangers, but
Tizo Tips?
Tizo Touchdown.
Tizo Touchdown.
He has some bangers, but it's not for me. But
it's not for me.
It's not for me.
It's not for me.
But there was a comment that basically said that he was like a Rick James, and I was like, he's like the new generation Rick James, and I was like, I can see that, but I see him more like Andre 3000. This motherfucker like always have different outfits on, like he always looking different, and the only constant is that he has like nails in his hair, like he has like actual nails in his hair. And it's funny because I saw this comment, or no, the description of the latest episode is fucking hilarious. It's literally like this guy that's like stuck in the roof of the fucking cave, and he's like, I snuck down there, and because I'm starving up here, so I snuck down there to hope they left something. I don't know, even like a pizza crust. So as I headed down there, I stepped on a nail. I composed myself and ran back upstairs, and I pulled the nail out, and I fell asleep. And then as I woke up, I thought to myself, is this an act of war? Did they do this on purpose? Did they want me? Did they knew that I would be creeping out like a rat in the night?
A rat in the night?
Yeah. Like looking for the crumbs. And then he's like, just know, this is war. And it's like I never thought to look at the fucking descriptions of fucking Kenny Beats really. So there's a comment that pointed out to like, read the description basically.
Do they still talk about like Kenny Beats is the police and shit like that?
I don't know. I haven't read that. That's the only description I read. And fucking, it's funny because the guy kept dropping nails throughout the video, like from his hair. So that's why there was a nail on the floor, and that's why the guy went down and stabbed his fucking foot.
Oh, wow.
So he made this whole fucking like.
This fool.
It's fucking funny.
That reminds me of a story. Damn. That reminds me of a story when I was a little kid. I like Beyblades, right? But I never had my own Beyblades.
And the ones that are fully made of steel.
Let him rip.
So like, I remember in second grade, we'd have fucking show and tell, right? And this one kid named Jonathan would always bring his Beyblades. I'd be like, dude, this shit's tight. But I never had my own, but I did have Bionicles, and I would always bring my Bionicles, and everyone was like, damn, Bionicles is tight. And I was like, yeah. And then when I brought my biggest Bionicle, the fucking Makuta, I was like, damn, he's gonna blow people's
Isn't that scary though? Wasn't that scary for you at all? Like
What?
you're gonna lose a piece of your Bionicle?
Nah. Oh, I love bringing my toys to school. I would get a new toy, and I would just bring it to school, and I wouldn't even take it out. It would just be in my backpack. But as I was like at my desk, I would just look over my backpack and think about how my toys in there, and I'd be like, yeah, that's what's up. And yeah, so when I brought my Makuta, I thought I was gonna blow people's minds since it was like so big and cool and shit. No one cared. You wanna know why no one cared? Because I've been bringing my Bionicles for all my show and tells. So I was like, damn, fuck this fool.
They're like, yeah, Ivan. Oh, let me guess what you brought today. Is it a Bionicle?
Makuta.
Yeah.
Makuhita. Nah.
Motherfucker brought a whole ass Pokemon. Makuhita.
Hey, Hasbula, you think you could take on a Makuhita?
Hasbula has taken down 5 Makuhitas
Oh shit,
on my way over here.
it's a good record. Damn.
Yes, only on the way over here. Russia and everyone else
What was I talking about?
has many Makuhitas. They have Mati Hamins as well.
Harirama?
Rama. Sorry, English still bad.
Oh yeah, Beyblades. Oh yeah. Okay, so I remember I used to trick my uncle because my uncle was really into G.I. Joes, and then I was into him too. But like, I kind of wanted my own, but I also kind of wanted whatever other toy I wanted at the time. So I would trick him into taking me to like Toys R Us or Walmart and saying that I was gonna get G.I. Joes. He was gonna like buy them for me, and we'd get there and I'd pick out a different toy. And I'd always do it. It was pretty funny.
So he already knew.
Yeah, he kind of already knew. I'm pretty sure he did. But yeah, like one of the times I was like, oh, I want this, and I picked out a Beyblade, and he's like, Ivan, I'm not buying you that shit. That's just a top. And I was like, oh damn.
This is a spin toy.
Yeah. But
you're like, yes, I want a toy that spins. Name another toy that spins.
Hanukkah and during
Dreidels?
Dreidel.
Yeah, so one day I was at like a 99-cent store type deal with my mom, and
99-cent store type deal with my mom.
there was like a buildable kind of, it wasn't Legos, but it was like you had to build it, and it was like a Barnacle type figure, and it came with like a big ass hand, and that hand you put a top in there, and then you spin it. So it was like a Barnacle / Beyblade. I was like, wow. And it was blue, and so my mom bought it for me. It was
blue.
It was probably like $6, and then when I got home and I was building it, it came with a little blue translucent screwdriver to screw in some of the screws and shit, right? And I loved the screwdriver for some reason. Like, I fell in love with it.
That sounds dope.
Yeah, I loved it more than the fucking toy. And,
You just started carrying around the screwdriver?
I did.
What are you, fucking Tommy?
That's literally what I did, bro. I put that shit in my ear, like how people put their cigarettes and shit.
Fucking Tommy Pickles over here.
And I would fucking I would go to school and I would just have a translucent blue screwdriver in my ear, and then like the handle was translucent. There was actual metal screwdriver, right? So then I was a troublemaker, you know, like in I forget what grade this was. I'm pretty sure it was probably 4th grade, because this is when I was definitely a troublemaker, and like I was getting kicked out of class every day and shit. We were at lunchtime and we're in the cafeteria, and I guess someone took like an extra pizza or some shit like that, and no one wanted to admit
Extra pizza.
that it was them, right?
Hasbula very mad right now. Extra.
No one wanted to admit that shit, but they wanted to blame it on me since no one wanted to admit it. And then I was like, I'm not taking the blame for that shit. I didn't take it. And then this one kid was like, just admit you did it, Ivan. Like, even if you didn't do it, like, you always get in trouble anyway, so what's the difference? And I was like, because I didn't actually do this shit. Like, I'm not trying to take the blame for something I didn't do. I don't give a fuck. And then, so they ended up all blaming it on me, even though it wasn't me. And then so the lunch lady comes up to me and I'm taking the blame for it, and she's getting mad at me and shit. And then she sees the screwdriver in my ear and she's like, what is that? And I was like, it's a screwdriver. And she's like, why do you have that? And I was like, because I think it looks cool. And she's like, you can't have this is a weapon. And I'm like, oh my God. So then she confiscates my screwdriver, and she's like, you're gonna have to call your parent to come pick this up. And I was like, my mom doesn't have a car, she can't come and get this. Like, can I just have it back, please? Like, I'm not using it as a weapon. I'm not doing anything with it. Like, no, you can't. You have to have a parental guardian come pick it up. So I had them call my uncle to come pick it up, R.I.P. And this guy, he comes to get my fucking screwdriver. He picks it up, and then the next time I see him and I ask him about it, he said he lost it. So I never got my screwdriver back, dog. I was so mad. For years, I was mad about that shit. I never let it go.
Oh, I thought you were gonna end the story with, but the other day I found it.
Nah. Who knows if he actually did, pick that shit?
Who knows?
I don't even think he did. But, yeah, fuck that shit, man.
Remember
Fuck
one time
that
I got my PSP taken away?
Fuck you, fucking lunch lady.
4th grade, 5th grade?
Uh-huh.
No, 7th grade.
Wait, what happened?
I got my PSP taken away?
No, not the porn one.
No. There's a GTA one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was playing Liberty City Store. Actually, hold up. Yeah, I was. So anyway.
All my PSP were 4 PSPs.
Yeah, just all my PSPs were. But
Porn station portable.
porn station portable. And me and this other kid were playing Liberty City Stories, and we were just killing each other. Just finding each other on the block and just killing each other.
You could play like that?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, there's a lot of games you could do that. They had Battlefront on there.
It was called something. It was like because you switch
Crossplay?
You switch on the top on the PS4, the PSP. There's a switch on the top where it can connect to.
It's
PSPs.
fucking cool.
Yeah, so we're playing, and then we're playing.
PSP was just the mountain of its handheld.
Yeah,
it was so good that PS Vita can even make an imprint.
I even think if they updated PSP to where they can play like online shit, and then we designed it to where it's like PS Now type shit, that would blast off.
Oh, bro, if they did a PSP with PS Now right now,
yeah, that would blast off.
You're fucking kidding me, bro.
That would blast off. That would blast
with
off.
the fucking OLED,
What about the PS
OLED?
Vita? That doesn't do that or what?
No, you can play PS4 on the PS Vita. Like, you could, like, cross-play like Angel said.
Yeah, because I remember they did that for Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Yeah, but
it's just not the same, like, the way they built it and shit.
Yeah.
And, like, it just felt more fragile. It just, like, felt like the fucking, like, making a T-Mobile Sidekick into a fucking game.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's basically what it was.
It slid up and shit.
Yeah, like, it slid up and it's small. And it's like, that's not what the PlayStation...
the
PSP was. That's not what the PlayStation Portable was. That's different.
But yeah, it was a superior a handheld gaming console.
Mm-hmm.
But
it really was like a rival to fucking Nintendo shit.
Oh yeah, it was really good. The games on there were fucking Resistance. Oh my god! But
Resistance.
Yeah,
wow.
Resistance. Bro.
Hey, but they also had Rogue Squadron.
Oh, Rogue Squadron was dope too.
And you could play Battlefront 2 with friends.
Yeah,
like we could all three right now. If we all have a PSP right now, we could play Battlefront 2 on.
That's how I play Force Unleashed with Cody.
Force Unleashed 2
from the apartments.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to fight each other.
That's tight.
Yeah,
you know, it was dope too.
We unlocked all the characters when we fought each other.
It was like the #1 emulation device. You could, you could fucking play all your shit on there.
Yeah, the GTA that I was playing with the kids.
Like people don't know.
Yeah.
I know Angel's dad used to do that.
Jasper did this time. Jasper did it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he put GTA and all this bunch of games on my PSP, and I think I paid him like $15 for it or something.
Yeah, so
that's cool.
Yeah,
if they fucking redid PSP right now, that shit.
Yeah, it would take
with
off.
Like with PS Now as a as a pusher. As a thing
push?
that you just have for having a PSP, like
And I mean that because PS Now is $10 a month, so I was like, just,
at least a discount or something.
Yeah, like get on. Yeah, I get you. But I get
like
that
something to make people go like, like I don't have any. Because every time a new console comes out, people always want to buy it for one of the reasons.
The game
library is very short. But if they fucking do that shit, and they also go all those PlayStation Portable like exclusives that we had back then, guess what?
On PS Now.
PS Now remade just for you.
Shit, imagine, yeah, that'd be tight.
Because a lot of my favorite were Airstrike. That was I think the fourth one. Or third one, it was on PSP. That was sick.
Yeah.
That's my big complaint about the Switch, is that I don't like the fucking game library and that shit.
Oh,
well, the physical copy game library is pretty cool.
Yeah.
They actually have some really cool games, but like as far as like older shit, they don't got nothing, bro. Like the fucking new 3DS XL has more shit.
Oh, and fucking imagine they also put a feature on the PSP that Nintendo had. Remember when if you don't have a game, but another friend has a game, you guys will play that same game. Like, if he has Smash Bros. Blah blah. If they had that shit too,
it was called Hawk. Ad hoc. Ad hoc mode.
Ad hoc mode, bro.
Yeah.
Like just like anybody who's like nearby, and you'll be like, hey, you want to go?
Nintendo DS download play.
You want to go visit my island on this game that's definitely not Animal Crossing?
Yeah, but it was cool because the GTA I was playing was emulated, and the GTA he was playing was
Wasn't?
Yeah. So we're still playing each other.
That's tight.
Yeah, and then she found out, and she took my PSP away, and
She take your friends away too?
No, I wanted to fight him, but that's another story. My mom couldn't pick it up for the same reason because we didn't have a car, but my cousin was around at the time, and so my cousin came with me to pick it up.
Chauncey?
No, Alexis.
Oh.
And so when we go to pick it up, she goes, here, she goes, oh yeah, your kid was your brother, because I told her she was my sister.
Yeah.
Like your brother was using PCP, and my was like, what the fuck? And she's like, and I was like, you mean PSP, right? And she's like, oh yeah, this game thing right here. And she was caught me doing PCP, I guess.
Alexis?
No, yeah.
What do you think? Do you think she would have beat your ass?
No, she was laughing about it already.
That's funny.
Yeah, but that shit was funny.
I got my my Nintendo DS taken away from me, my Nintendo SP, my Game Boy SP. I got it taken away from me in 4th grade. It was crazy, man, because like my teacher, I was bugging my teacher. She's the one that used to kick me out a lot. And like she put like this blue covering thing around me that we had in the classroom. She moved my desk off all the way to the side, so I'm nowhere near any of the other kids. And she covered me up with this blue shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
I think you can sue. You can sue for that shit. What the fuck?
Wonder why kids don't like school and shit. It's because teachers, not even the kids, mainly it's teachers and the kids.
Yeah. I mean, granted, I was a crazy ass kid and I was talking a lot of shit.
Yeah, granted that teachers should be able to fucking work around that and just kind of teach.
Yeah.
Do their fucking job.
Like,
I'm 4th grade, but I flunked a grade, so I'm like probably like 10.
This
9 or 10.
motherfucker, this
A
fucking
kid?
person, this kid putting a fucking 10-year-old in the corner right now.
He's a kid.
Yeah, she.
He's not even a teenager yet.
There's like these 2 pole thingies with the blue stuff, and you could slide things into them.
Oh yeah,
That's what we had.
I remember
those.
She so she covered me up with those. Like she put those around me so you couldn't see me. And so I was like, all right, fuck, you can't see me.
You
I
start
took
yelling?
I took out my SP and started playing my game. And so I was really quiet back there because I was on my game. And then so I guess she got suspicious, so she opened up the thing real quick, and then she saw me playing the game, and she took it away. She confiscated it.
It's her fault.
Yeah, and I was like, no. I was like complaining about it. Nah, but I know I was like or maybe I was crying. I honestly don't remember, but I know that I was saying that my uncle was gonna beat me up because it wasn't my SP, it was his, and it was his Final Fantasy game that I love. It was
Child Protective Services came to your house.
Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced. Maybe. No, they really did. They came to my house when I was younger, though. That's a whole nother story, though. I'll tell it different.
That's because of Kamala Harris.
I'll tell that story a different day. But
she just smells of marijuana and she sent it over.
No, it's because she was liking her parents for kids not going to school.
Oh yeah.
And finding them.
yeah. So yeah, she took away my SP.
Like the Little Caesars fucking person. This girl like went to work at Little Caesars and then fucking the cops took her kid into fucking Child Protective Services.
For real?
Yeah, because she left the kid there at home, but she had to go to work.
Damn.
So then they immediately were like, "Hey, we fucking got you."
Fucking got you.
What, they were trailing her or what?
I don't fucking know.
I guess someone snitched or something.
I guess somebody snitched.
I would assume someone from work would have to snitch.
I think it had to be someone in her family or friend group. I don't feel like the employees would know. But yeah, so
You don't think so? The way people talk?
True. We did, I don't know. We had this girl that was working with us recently, and she literally only worked with us for like a day or two. And then
I already know her entire life story.
Yeah, it turns out she was like 18 or something, or 17 or 18, but she got pregnant, and then her parents kicked her out.
Yeah.
And so she had nowhere to go, so she couldn't even hold down the job, so she had to quit. It's fucking crazy, because the guy walked out on them.
Yeah.
It fucking sucks. But, back to my childhood. Video game confiscation. Yeah, so my teacher took my Game Boy, and then, I was like, no, my uncle's gonna get real pissed off at me. And she's like, you can get it back if you act good in class. And then, yeah, so I would try and act good, and I would try and behave. And I really wasn't. But the next couple of days, I couldn't control myself, right? So I would still act out. But then one day, I was like, I need to get that shit back. So I tried acting as normal as possible, right? And I still couldn't help myself, dog. Like, my hyperness would seep through, and I would still fucking say crazy shit, do crazy shit. I just couldn't fucking control myself. And then so like, I felt inner turmoil, because like I wanted my shit back, I wanted to behave, and I was behaving for a little bit, but it just wasn't enough. And then so like it's never enough. It's never enough. Yeah, and then at the end of the day, my teacher was like, "Here you go, Ivan," and I was like, "What?" Because I had gotten in trouble that day still.
Yeah.
And, like, she had her yelled at me and stuff like that, and she's like, I was like, "Why are you giving it back to me?" And she was like, "Because I could tell that you're trying, and that's what matters." And I was like, "Oh."
That's so bad after all.
No, she was actually really cool, because then in 5th grade, when I would my teacher would kick me out of class too, not as much as before, but sometimes she would, and she would either send me to this other teacher's class.
I always hate when that shit happened, because it was like, I can't handle you, so go to that class.
Yeah.
And it's like, you really just did that?
Yeah, that teacher's like, you really gonna give me your back, kid? And but no, it's funny because like I talked about this teacher before. His name is Mr. McCormick.
McCormick.
Mr. McCormick.
I'm sorry, Mr. McCormick.
Mr. McCormick.
But sent me over here.
He's the same teacher when I was in 1st grade. My teacher and his teacher had like the reading buddy system.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So, but he was like a hard ass. Like he was super mean, and like the kids in his class were like respectful of him, right? Mm-hmm. So now I'm a 5th grader, and she sends me to his class. So if I was there, I would just be chilling and trying not to talk, and I would. And then but one time she sent me to my 4th grade teacher class. I'll say her name. Her name is Miss Adelanto.
No, it's not.
Hasbula also has regret.
And so she would send me to her class, right? And the first time she sent me there, I was like, oh, fuck, this is going to be terrible, right? She was super nice to me, dog. Super fucking nice to me. It's like when I was in her class, she hated me. But that was actually her first teaching year, her first year of teaching. So now it was her second year of teaching. And then when I went, she was super nice to me. She was like, oh, Ivan, like as if I was up to my old tricks and shit. And then like, yeah, it was super chill. So I was like, damn, I want to get sent out here more. And then so if I ever did fuck up in my 5th grade class, I would just tell them I would do reverse psychology. I was a little kid.
Don't send me to fucking...
Yeah, I'd be like... She'd be like, oh, I'm going to send you out. And I'd be like, oh, please don't send me to Miss Adelanto's class. Please, please, please. She's like, yeah, go to Miss Adelanto's class. I was like, no, fuck. Well, I didn't say that, but I was like, oh, no. Yeah. And then I'd go and I'd be big chilling in her class, like, this is tight. Man, that shit was crazy. I can't believe a fucking young kid version of me was able to successfully pull off reverse psychology, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's easier on teachers.
Yeah, they're gullible, man.
Yeah, they are, huh?
I've seen you could get suspended, expelled, and then go to detention, just detention that same day. Even from like expelled to expulsion to detention. In one day.
That bitch Miss fucking Leonard from fucking AB. Fuck her, bro.
I don't remember.
No, she was just like some really old person. Maybe she's dead now. I don't know, but. I just hate old people, bro. So
yeah, me too.
They're like, I would always come late to the class, and then she was just like, "You're disrupting the class," and blah 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 blah. And it's like, what the fuck? Where did this come from? All I do is come in, not even like toward the front or anything. I would like go behind everybody, sit at my desk, put my head down, and go to sleep. Like, that's all I would do the entire time in that class. And then she's like, "You shut the car off!" Like,
yeah,
and she
because
sent
other
me out
kids
to that
see
one.
you sleeping, and then they want to sleep too. Man, you're disrupting the fucking vibe.
Yeah. Nah, it's literally just because I came late. Like if I came on,
Yeah,
if I came on time and then I fell asleep, no one would care.
Yeah, you came late, and then you're just gonna come late, and then you're just gonna fucking
shut up. Oh, don't even
disrespect me once and disrespect me again.
disrespect me once, and you disrespect me for the day. Teach a man to disrespect me, and you disrespect me my whole life.
True facts.
Hasbula understand completely.
So, Hasbula, can you? Never mind. So she sent me to that one, like, it was like a detention room, but like during school. So I just like, I was in there, I'm like, what the fuck, like, what even is this? And there was like a guy, and he was like the teacher dude, and he's like talking about fucking Sanchez and shit. Like, he's like, yeah, fucking, like, I have side bitches and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, man, this is a grown man talking to fucking, like, what age are we? Like 16 to 7? No, like 15 to 17-year-olds, right?
Yeah.
About fucking, like, side bitches and shit.
Why you dry snitching, dude?
Hey, what the fuck? What do you mean dry snitching? No one, I didn't say a name or anything.
You're still dry snitching.
Either way.
Rap snitches, telling all their business.
Bro, my Chinese zodiac is rat. So, fucking... Hey, you too, Angel.
It means luck.
we better have some luck if we gonna be snitching. No, but fucking So I was just like in that class, and the only thing we had to do, it wasn't even class. The only thing we had to do was like fill out one paper of like coolmathgames.com fucking work. Like, and I'm like, did you really just sent me here? All right.
I'm stupid. Okay.
But yeah, whatever. I passed everything later on down the road.
That's what's
on
up.
On my own time.
That's what's up.
Shit, I barely made it.
Remember how we all thought Angel was gonna be the first one to go to Birch? You?
No, I didn't think that.
All put those expectations on me.
And Angel stayed in AB the whole time and graduated.
That was crazy. And then the people who like recommended me for Birch, basically, they were like, yeah, so you could stay here and most likely be a super senior, or you could go to Birch. And I'm like, all right. And then I go to my mom and she's like, what do you mean? No, you're not going to go over there, blah, blah, blah. And I'm
that
like,
shit's stressful, dog.
But Charlie went there. And she's like, so, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, all right, well, they said that I have to go there,
but
basically,
Charlie,
if I'm gonna like graduate on time.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, Carlito, why you do this?
I never heard Gallo do an impression of his mom before.
It really helps that Hasbula is here.
Yeah, Hasbula, thanks. I really I feel more inclined to do the female voice when you're here. I don't know why. Hasbula takes offense. I'm sorry. But, skirt.
Oh man,
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's what happened for me to
School is stressful as fuck, dog. Like graduating on time, like fuck, dog. I graduated. You guys graduated 2013, 14? 24. I graduated 2016.
I
2 years
technically
later.
graduated right before 2013.
And I was a year older than you guys.
Because I did it before Christmas break. So technically I graduated 2013. Like I got like the tail end of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to graduate with my class, so I had to graduate 2014.
Damn, man, that's fucking crazy, man. Like, fuck. Like you're in this school, and you get kicked out of this school, and then they're like, "Hey, man, do this work, and you can graduate on time."
All it really is credits, bro.
Fuck.
They don't tell you that.
Yeah, that's all it is.
No, they told me that in options.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
yeah, but like,
it's like more
no,
blatant.
because options and birch are like around the same principle. You do these, you get credits, you pass with those credits. AB, they tell you about credits, but they don't they don't tell you like, oh, like you could pass these classes faster if you do this, and then blah blah. There was an option over there, because I heard that some people did that, but they don't like tell you out like forthright that you could basically skip school if you fucking like want to just do it faster. These fucking assholes.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, which brought me to another thing. Fucking Ivan was talking about like,
Oh, Chainsaw Man?
no, the taxes thing.
Oh.
You're like, they should tax taxes in school. And I was like, you know what's funny? I did a taxes class in school, and I don't remember anything from it.
Was it like basic economics type shit?
No, it was literally about taxes. It was
Oh, really?
Tax
yeah.
ed?
It was like tax ed.
They tax you when you go in there?
Yeah, they're like, you'll learn what this is later.
Later?
Give me $5 and I'll teach you what this was later.
Maybe I give you back $3 at the end of the year.
Nah, it was like a course on the computer that I could do for the electives.
Oh, I guess.
So that's what I did, because I was like, oh, I want to learn some stuff.
One of those computer classes.
And I like none of it got absorbed into me. So I told him, even if we did like had a year at the end of school, like senior year or whatever, about taxes, it probably wouldn't be absorbed all the way. But it would have to be like a few years to learn that shit. But that's just me thinking about it, because a lot of people say that, you know, oh, they don't teach us like about like adult things, you know,
people
blah
don't pay
blah.
attention, huh?
But yeah, but it's like if they did teach you, would you even have learned it?
Yeah, you're a kid. You don't care about school.
Jesus.
Yeah, I see you on that one. Like, you give a fuck about hanging out with your friends at the school.
You said Chainsaw Man said something that I said?
So, all right, so there's like this panel in the most recent Chainsaw Man manga volume, number 5.
Volume?
Rachel ran. Volume right. Yes, right, wrong. No, but like dead ass. Chainsaw Man, very good. I'm on volume 5 because that's the most recent one that you're able to buy over here in the States. I could read the rest online. However, I personally don't like doing that. I love holding this book and I love going through the pages.
That's what's up.
And
That's what's up.
there's a downside to it. We have the recent House Husband, Way of the House Husband manga as well. And there's this panel that's slightly overlarged, and it this like background character says something, and you can't tell what it is because the panel cuts it off.
Oh, damn.
It's like a misprint, and it's pretty fucked up. But I saw the latest Boruto, which I believe is 11, and Chainsaw Man, which I believe is volume 5. And this guy in the Chainsaw Man, the main character's name is Denji, and he says, "Oh, this girl likes me. I like girls who like me."
Ah!
And I'm like, that's Ivan. But yeah, very good. Very, very good. I'll let you guys borrow it, bro, before it gets too much for you guys to handle. What do you mean by that? It's already volume 5, bro. If it goes any
What do you
longer,
mean by that?
if it goes any longer, I'm gonna have to bring you 6 books.
Oh, I get you now.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying the material, the content was too much for us. Oh, Angel.
You could go through it in an afternoon.
I didn't think that.
Oh, you didn't?
I thought what he thought.
Yeah, it's a lot of books. If I don't give it to you guys in time, I'll be like, all right, here, guys, and like have like 10 fucking volumes. Like,
Well, you could just give me one at a time.
yeah, that's true. But also, like, it's gonna be a longer process of handing off. I'm really mad too because Amazon delivered my fucking package and they fucking bent my book.
How dare they?
I swear to fucking God, bro. They bet my book, and I was like, ah.
I let go. I got scared.
Put on top of something heavy.
Harry?
Heavy.
Nah,
That's heavy, man.
They threw it. I bet they always be throwing shit, bro.
Back to the Future remake starring Travis Scott
And Samuel Jackson.
and Samuel Jackson as Doc, Martin Luther King Jr. And you know how in the original Marty McFly always says, "Man, that's heavy." Well, in this version, he's gonna say, "That's lit." Auto-tuned.
No.
And then Doc is gonna be like,
Get the car.
Doc's gonna be like, "Why do you keep saying that? Is the future so
podcast.
bright that we can't comprehend things?
I'm ending the podcast.
Why?"
It's lit.
All right.
This has been Ivan O.
Gallo V.
Angel G.
Hasbula M.
And we are the Fools Podcast, where you could be a fool
And not fool yourself.
Stay blessed.
and catch us on the next one.